Charging in, fires to first, no hitter tonight for Hector Alejandro. No hits the Worcester Bravehearts. This time he's crushing it out to left field. You can't forget about it. Connor Lane wallops his second home run of the summer. Jaworski aggressive on the first pitch. It's a line drive. It is going to roll out to the wall. Warner rounding third is going to get the green light. It's an RBI game-tying double. Bo Jaworski with a shot of adrenaline into Dodge Stadium. We're all tied at 4. Comes the 2-0 home. It's a fly ball down the right field line. It's a fair ball. Soldier has the green light rounding third. He's going to come all the way home and score! The Norwich Sea Unicorns are back-to-back Future League champions. 2-2. This is thrown to left field. It's going to win the ball game. Say goodnight to the Bees. Jaden Novak walks it off in the bottom of the 10th. 2 out, 2 strike, base hit into left field. The plate, a swing and a miss. He struck him out. Mathewson punches out Ricky. This is lifted out to center field. It's falling, turning around third, coming home to score. It's Viataroni. Say goodnight to the Bees. Bryce Detweiler calls game in the 12th inning. The pitch. He goes to the opposite field, down the left field line. Say goodnight to Worcester. Wolf walks it off in the 14th inning. And for the 3rd straight summer, the Sea Unicorns are headed back to the Futures League Championship. Walsh charges in. He snaps it across the diamond. Say goodnight to the Bees. 3 straight championships in the Rose City. Norwich Sea Unicorn Baseball is on the air from New Britain Stadium in the Hardware City. Are the Norwich Sea Unicorns trying to string together back-to-back games for the second time this summer. Norwich coming off a come-from-behind effort, 6-4 victory yesterday over the Worcester Bravehearts in the heart of the Commonwealth. A huge win for Norwich. Snap a 3-game slide, improved to 4-6 through their 10 games. They take on the first place New Britain Bees, 7-2 through their first 9 and winners of 4 of their last 5. Good evening, baseball fans. Adam Plager bringing you the Capital Property Group pregame show. The Norwich Sea Unicorns taking on first place New Britain here today. The 3rd meeting already this summer between the Norwich Sea Unicorns and those New Britain Bees. And the Bees have taken both of the first 2 meetings, winning right here on opening day 4-3. And then a come-from-behind effort at Dodge Stadium, a 6-3 victory over Norwich. We go back to how things unraveled yesterday against the Worcester Bravehearts, and it was Worcester who would jump out to a early 3-0 lead first. Will Kramer sack fly into the outfield would bring home the game's first run. That would come in the bottom of the 1st inning, and then the Bravehearts would tack on a couple more runs in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Will Kramer would help extend the Worcester lead to a pair of runs. Here's how it sounded yesterday at Fitton Field. This is into the alley in left center field. It's going to get down for extra bases. Dolan will easily score. Cruising into second with a double is Will Kramer. RBI double for Kramer, and the 2025 Futures League All-Star in prime form here today. Both of the RBI today off the bat of Kramer, and they have been loud contact. Will Kramer was in prime form yesterday for those New Britain Bees, helped make it a 2-0 lead, and then later in that same inning, some more offense would come. It would be Tate Banish, RBI ground out over to the Norwich second baseman, would bring home Will Kramer. It was a 3-0 Worcester lead. Norwich would slowly mount their comeback in the top of the 4th inning. First, Reese McCarthy would ground out to second, would bring home a run. Jack Treat would score. Norwich had runners at second and third. And then a wild pitch would plate T.J. Bayer, and the Sea Unicorns were within a run. Runners were everywhere for Norwich. Later in the inning, John Bureau would step to the plate. Boy, it went inside and it caught Bureau. It's an RBI hit by pitch for John Bureau, and the game is tied at 3. John Bureau would wear one that would tie the game 3-aside. Tyler Fahey was electric out of the Norwich bullpen through 3 scoreless innings, would help the Sea Unicorns earn the win. And then in the top of the 6th inning, the Norwich offense would continue to roll. First, it was Reese McCarthy, leadoff base hit. C.J. Nolan would follow with a base hit of his own through the right side. And Norwich had runners at first and second with nobody out. It would bring the Sea Unicorns catcher yesterday, Henry Ayers, to the plate with a chance to give Norwich the lead. A hit here could give the Sea Unicorns the lead. The 3-2. Bouncing ball back over the mound. Collected over there at second. Kramer applies the tag. His throw to first is high. Coming around and coming home to score is McCarthy. And the Sea Unicorns have claimed the lead. It's 4-3. So Norwich would take advantage of a defensive mishap from the Bravehearts defense. It was a 4-3 Norwich lead. Michael Fiataroni, infield base hit, kept the Norwich lineup moving offensively. John Bureau would later strike out. It would be the first out of the inning, and it would mean a chance for Kenny Noe at the plate with runners in scoring position. Ready to work his strike. That is on the ground through the right side, a base hit. Nolan scores, racing around his Ayers. The throw to the plate up the third base line. 2-run RBI base hit. Kenny Noe continues his success this summer from the left side, and the Sea Unicorns have taken a 6-3 lead. Timely offense there from the Sea Unicorns. Took advantage of some walks, some hit batters. And Kenny Noe, who has been electric at the plate from the lefty batter's box, produced a couple more runs. And it was a 6-3 Norwich lead. Bravehearts would not go away quietly, though. Jack Scholes trying to lock down the final 3 outs. And a leadoff walk to Jill Dolan would provide a base runner. With 1 out in the inning, Julian Mercado also drew a walk. And the Bravehearts had runners at first and second. Scholes would come back with a strikeout of Banish. Still 2 runners on, down to their final strike. It would be Alan Carpenter who would come to the plate. On 1-2 to the plate, it is roped in the air to right field. It's going to get down for extra bases. Racing around, coming home to score is Dolan. Kramer goes corner to corner, and we're not done yet. Down to their final strike. It's an RBI double. Roped down the line by Alan Carpenter. Alan Carpenter would keep the game alive. RBI double. Hooked down the right field line. Opposite field hit for Carpenter. And all of a sudden, things were dicey in the bottom of the 9th inning. Jack Scholes would come back with Cole Travers at the plate after a pinch runner of Andrew Schmidt for Carpenter. The tying run was in scoring position for the Bravehearts, trying to come all the way back and tie the game. And Jack Scholes would come back with a huge strikeout and help the Sea Unicorns earn a victory, a big victory on a Sunday afternoon. On 3-2, it is swung on and missed, struck him out. Say goodnight to the Bravehearts. Norwich holds on and they win it 6-4 on a Sunday afternoon. Jack Scholes strikes out Travers, and that's how the ball game ends. Huge win for the Norwich Sea Unicorns yesterday against the Worcester Bravehearts. It would be win number 4 this summer for Norwich. Come from behind effort, the first comeback victory of the summer for Norwich. The win would go to Tyler Fahey. The loss suffered by Greg Streit, and Jack Scholes would lock down the save, recording the final 3 outs. Heading into first pitch here tonight at the Beehive, we spoke with the manager of the Norwich Sea Unicorns, Zach Gitcher. His thoughts going into the in-state rivalry against the New Britain Bees. For more on that, here's the clubhouse report with the skipper, Zach Gitcher. So alongside the manager of the Norwich Sea Unicorns, Zach Gitcher, on the clubhouse report. Coach, come from behind win last night against the Bravehearts. How does that get this team rolling?
No, I think the guys did a really good job just putting together good at-bats. You know, through the first 3 innings, we had punched out like 7 or 8 times, and guys really just found a way to get the job done with heads-up base running and playing the game hard.
Tyler Fahey had a huge hand in helping your group pick up that victory. 3 scoreless innings out of the bullpen. How vital is that?
Oh, it was huge. He just, Fahey's been one of those guys for us that, we can count on out of the bullpen to just fill up the zone and be on the attack at all times. And he showed that again last night. And it was huge for us to be able to get an extended relief appearance out of him and shorten up the amount of guys that we'd have to use out of the pen.
Take me back through the 6th inning. A lot of quality approaches at the plate. What was the biggest adjustment your group made from early in the game to middle of the ball game?
No, I think it was just getting pitches that they wanted to hit, not falling behind 0-2, 1-2. And then when they did, they battled up there. They didn't just, lay down and die, which is crucial for us. I think sometimes in some of the games we've played, we get to 2 strikes and then it's not as competitive. And I think guys really competed their tails off yesterday in the box, and that was huge. Credit to them.
Jack Scholes locks down that big save. Certainly some drama in the 9th inning. What did you like about the way he locked it down?
I think Scholes is just another guy who's just going to go out there and compete. And I think one of the things that I saw out of him, he's got a fire. He's got some attitude to him, which is always huge out of a relief pitcher. Got to have an edge to you to be able to get, the 3 biggest outs in a game or any big outs in a game in high leverage spots. And Scholes did that and competed his tail off.
Your roster's starting to take shape. Let's start with Sean Flannery, riser headed to UConn. What should fans be excited about him?
I've heard a lot of great things about him, seen a lot of videos on him. I think he fills up the zone and has really good stuff. Fastball, slider, changeup, and I'm excited to see him throw, and hopefully tonight we can get him an inning and go from there.
Taylor Kaufman out of Hamilton College had another strong year in the NESCAC. What should fans be excited about with him?
I think just being able to go up there, have a good approach. Being a Hamilton College guy, it's one of those things where if you're at that level, you know what it takes to be good in all facets of the game, academically, everything. And I think I'm looking for that competitive edge that he's going to be able to bring to the game and just compete.
Speaking of the NESCAC, Matt Tabbitt takes the baseball. 5 no-hit innings. It was dynamic his last time out. How does he keep that going right here at the Beehive?
I think he just does what he does best, attacks, mixes speeds, and hits his spots. And, that's really important for him. And I think Tabbitt's, really learned a lot being in the league the past 2 years.
You get a top team in the Futures League tonight. New Britain 7-2 in their first 9. They've won 4 of their last 5. How do you slow their roll tonight?
I think it's just playing Norwich baseball, playing good defense, having really good quality at bats, and throwing the ball over the plate and, hitting your spots, and that's what's most important.
Coach, as always, thanks for the time. Have some fun tonight.
Stay classy, Norwich.
That was the skipper, Zach Gitcher, on the Clubhouse Report and the Capital Property Group pregame show. Just about set for some baseball here at the Beehive. The Sea Unicorns and the hosting New Britain Bees. New Britain in their home black tops. The gold numerals on the back. And the NB for New Britain in the upper left, the white bottoms. And the Sea Unicorns back in their alternate navy tops, the gold numerals, after a big win yesterday in the heart of the Commonwealth in those navy uniforms. Are back in them, donning them for the 3rd time this summer. Norwich 1-1. In their alternate navy uniforms, 3-3 on the road. Leadoff man for the Sea Unicorns is C.J. Nolan against Isaac Cabral. The pitch officially underway at 6:35 local time. Nolan takes inside for ball 1. Game time weather temperature here in New Britain, 77 degrees. Clear skies. Some humidity as well here in central Connecticut. 2 balls and no strikes on the Norwich second baseman Nolan. The pitch home. That is bounced away foul for strike 1. Cabral trying to get back in the count. Cabral out of Lincoln, Rhode Island. Salve Regina product. Rising sophomore, 5'11", 175 pounds. Working from the first base side of the rubber from the full windup. Cabral this summer has worked 3 innings, ERA at 6, whip of 1, 2 strikeouts. Cabral has already seen Norwich this summer. That was his last outing. Went 2 scoreless innings back on June the 5th. It's a 3-1 count on C.J. Nolan. Had himself a hit yesterday to the opposite field. Hitters count 3-1 on the Sacred Heart product. He's taking on the outside corner. Good changeup from Cabral. Runs the count full, 3-2. And a 5-pitch walk to Nolan has the leadoff man on for the Unicorns. Cabral, this past season at Salve, his freshman year, a 1-0 record, made 7 appearances for Salve, 2.84 is ERA. Struck out 8 men. Opponents hit 286 against him. We take a look at the lineup card for Zach Gitcher here on this Monday night. Nolan aboard at first, followed by Jackson Powers in left field. Michael Fiataroni has the duties at first, batting third. On the first delivery, Powers pops this up. Foul territory. On the third base side, it'll go sinking into the seats for strike one. In the cleanup spot, Dom Scalia for the 4th time this summer. Kenny Noe hits 5th at short with David Pengel, the former New Britain B, in right field. Luke Maltasia does the catching, batting 7th. TJ Bayer in center field hits 8th, with Reese McCarthy to round out the lineup once again at third base. Cabral from the stretch. He's ready to work his 0-1 to Powers. Sliced foul. Strike 2. Just the 4th home game this summer for the Beast. 2-1 here at New Britain Stadium. One of those victories came against Norwich back on May 28th, opening day for the Unicorns. The 0-2 home. There goes the base runner. Nolan got a good jump. Stepping on the second base bag is the shortstop. Githfeld, in his throw to first got away. Racing to second is Powers. He's in there safely. Forced out at second is Nolan. And the Bees have a man retired, but into scoring position is Jackson Powers on the throwing error from the New Britain shortstop. Defensively for the Bees here on this Monday night, over at third base is Ben Kuja, the shortstop. Miles Githfeld on the right side of the infield. James Fagnan at second base. Ball one is the fastball down low to Michael Fiataroni. Over at first, second year B, Jack Kane. The outfield from left to right as Robbie Lamond in left field. Brady Paul up the middle in center field with Kaysen Robinson, former Westfield Starfire, in right. Cabral set, long pause, kicks and delivers home. That squeaks away from the catcher, Garrett McGovern, who's got the catching duty. Second pitch that is leaked behind him. And racing to third is Powers, and so is the game's first run. Cabral trying to find his rhythm on the pitching mound, making his first start of the summer for Mac Edmond. Attended Lincoln High School in Rhode Island before making his commitment to Salve. His first summer in the Futures League, behind 2-0 on Fiataroni. Set up outside is McGovern. The pitch high and away for ball 3. Changeup sailed on McGovern. Hitters count for Fiataroni, who has been consistent at the plate for Norwich offensively, and has also been versatile. He's played some first base, second base, and shortstop, and Fiataroni looks at ball 4 upstairs. Second walk issue this inning by Cabral, and Norwich has them at the corners with the cleanup man, Dom Scalia. The umpiring crew here today has Ron Vaines calling the balls and strikes. Mark Covey at first with Tony Venturini at third. He is to the right of Cabral. The pitch home. Check swing from Scalia. Goes bouncing foul down the right field side for strike one. Scalia has been in and out of the Norwich lineup early on this summer for the Unicorns. Playing in his 4th game of the season, his 8th plate appearance. There goes the base runner, Fiataroni. Coming to the plate is Powers, and that's going to score the game's first run. Norwich executes a double steal. It was ball 1 to Scalia downstairs and inside, and McGovern's throw to second was wide to the right of the second base bag. Into scoring position is Fiataroni's 11th swipe bag of the summer. It's even on Scalia. Cabral takes a look at him, kicks and deals to the plate. On the ground, rolled over to short. Backhand pick there by Githfeld is now into a pickle. A run down for Fiataroni, being raced back to the second base bag, and the tag is applied successfully by the second baseman, James Fagnant. And there's the second out in the inning. Fiataroni was going on contact and runs into the second out. Effective work by Githfeld just to get to it. Had to roam quickly to his right and made a nice play defensively. Swinging and foul off for the Norwich shortstop, Kenny Noe. Aboard at first is Scalia, reached on the fielder's choice. 0-1 on the Monmouth product. Kenny Noe in the lefty box. The pitch taken below the knees for ball one. Good life on that fastball for Cabral. He makes his first start of the summer today. No real breeze here in the early goings. The pitch cracked foul to the mesh. And a pitcher's count is the right-hander Cabral trying to limit any further damage. 1-0 Norwich. We were in the top of the first inning. Cabral brings it set. Righty on lefty matchup. His offering to the plate, lifted in the air. Left center field. Moving over is the center fielder, Brady Pauley. Squeezes it, and that's how the inning will end. Norwich produces a run, take a 1-0 lead. Bees coming to the plate when we come back. You're listening to the Norwich Sea Unicorns live on YouTube, on SNSN Sports, and on the Futures League Network.
Safe to visit the dentist. In a word, yes. Especially if that dentist is Dr. Katzoff and the staff at Griswold Dental Associates. They follow all the latest safety protocols while doing what they do best, taking care of you. From preventive to restorative, your dental care couldn't be in better hands. To schedule your appointment, call Griswold Dental Associates today, 860-376-2626. That's 860-376-2626.
With Jewett City Savings Bank's free access checking account, you get everything you need to take control of your money, including mobile banking, mobile check deposit, and a contactless debit card with mobile wallet. Add a high-yield savings account for even more control. Stop by one of our offices in Eastern Connecticut or visit jcsbank.com to open your account today. Jewett City Savings Bank, member FDIC.
Matt Tabbitt toes the slab here tonight for manager Zach Itcher, his third start of the summer. A 1-0 record, has worked 9 scoreless innings, including 5 no-hit frames last Tuesday against the Westfield Starfires. He has already seen the Bees this summer. That was back on May 28th. Went 4 innings of scoreless baseball for Norwich. Posted a .534 ERA at Amherst College this past spring. Rising senior out of Wilton, Connecticut, is the right-hander, 5'11", 205 pounds is Tabbitt. He'll be greeted by the top of the New Britain Bees lineup, designed as always by manager Matt Gedman. Brady Paul leads it off in center field. Robbie Lamond in left field bats second, with Ben Kuja at third base hitting third. Garrett McGovern has the cleanup duties doing the catching. James Fagnan at second base bats fifth. Kason Robinson in right field hitting sixth. Jack Kane, the first baseman, bats seventh, with Matt McDowell, second summer with the Bees, has the DH duties, with Miles Githfeld rounding out the lineup card at short. Tabbitt's first delivery home is on the outside corner, strike one. Tabbitt, a sinker baller. That's his go-to pitch. He's working ahead. No balls, one strike. Low and away is ball one to the left-handed hitting center fielder Brady Paul. Paul this summer hitting an even 200, 5 for his first 25, even count. Tabit from the third base side of the rubber. In the air, fouled off, strike 2. Good pitch sequencing for Tabit, who pitched to a 3.75 ERA last summer in the Futures League, including 3 appearances against the Bees. On 1-2 to the plate, outside 2-2. Tabit offers a 4-seam fastball, sinker, kick change, curveball. Calls it a gyro slider and a sweeper. It's even, the 2-2 home. Taken on the outside corner, framework by Maltasia, and rung up on strikes is Brady Paul. It's the 6th strikeout of the summer for Tabit. Good spot on the outside corner, brings up the left fielder, Robbie Lamont. Norwich defensively here. At third base, Reese McCarthy. At short is Kenny Noe. On the right side of the Norwich infield, C.J. Nolan at second base with Michael Fiataroni at first. The fastball up and in for ball 1 to the Bees left fielder, Robbie Lamont. In the outfield from left to right, it's Jackson Powers in left field. T.J. Bayer up the middle in center field. A wave and a miss for strike 1 to the left-handed, right-handed hitting left fielder, Robbie Lamont. Patrolling right field, David Pengel. 1-1 home. In the air, slapped away, foul, strike 2. Pitcher-catcher battery here is Matt Tabit tossing to Luke Maltasia, already in rhythm. A looking strikeout of Brady Paul. The 1-2 on the ground, rolled over to short. Kenny Noe charges in. His throw on the run over top of the first baseman, Fiataroni. Goes crashing towards the Bees dugout back onto the playing field. It's an error committed by the Norwich shortstop, and aboard is the left fielder, Robbie Lamont. Always so difficult when you're unable to set your feet, and the throw sailed on Noe way over top of the head of Michael Fiataroni. Fiataroni 5 feet 11 inches over at first base. Not usually at first baseman, but has familiarized himself at first this summer. His 4th game this summer at first. Fastball in the zone, strike 1 to the third baseman, Ben Kuja, who is hitting over 400 so far through his first 22 plate appearances. His 7th game this summer for Matt Gedman. High socks, lefty box. Waves in, fouls away, strike 2. Tabit has been a strike thrower so far today. Just all over the strike zone. That's exactly what you want from the Amherst product. Given a lead early, Tabit has been throwing strikes. Ready for his 10th pitch of the first inning. The 0-2 home. Taken just outside for ball 1. Good spot for Tabit. Aboard at first as Lamonti reached on the throwing error from the Norwich shortstop. Kuja, the batter at the plate, out of Brandeis, Madison, Connecticut local, takes up top, 2-2. Good reach there by Maltasia. Prides himself on his defensive ability. It's even, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Tabit kicks and deals home. Waved at and missed for strike 3. Good spot for Tabit, who already has his 2nd strikeout of the night. 2 down for the catcher, Garrett McGovern. Govern in the cleanup spot today. One of 3 catchers on the roster for Matt Gedman out of out of Merrimack College. Brookfield, Connecticut native. Tabit brings it set from the third base side. His pitch cracked away, foul into the bleachers on the first base side. It's Lamond on at first. He reached on an error. Unicorns, 1 run but no hits. Thanks to some wildness early from Cabral, Unicorns took advantage of it. It's even, a ball and a strike on the catcher, Garrett McGovern. Tabit ready to work his offering, cut on and miss. Good slider, wipeout pitch. and has count leverage on Garrett McGovern. McGovern, so far this summer, a .333 hitter. He waves and misses for strike 3. Third strikeout, all here in the first inning for Matt Tabbitt. He deals a scoreless first. We go to the second, 1-0 Norwich right here. Listening live on YouTube on SNSN Sports and the Futures League Network.
If you own rental property around here, you know how fast tenant calls, repairs, and rent collection can pile up. That's where Capital Property Group comes in. They handle everything: tenant screening, rent collection, maintenance, repairs, and day-to-day property and association management. Whether it's a long-term rental or a short-term property, they make ownership simple and stress-free. You own the property. They handle the headaches. Learn more at mycapitalteam.com. Capital Property Group, simplifying property ownership.
We're really looking forward to the possibility of working together. Absolutely. We believe this could be a great partner.
Move on to the top of the second inning. 1-0 Norwich right here at the Beehive in the Hardware City. Sea Unicorns looking for their first win of the summer against New Britain. All-time Norwich against the Bees, 24-38 overall. New Britain has been dominant in the regular season against Norwich. These teams met in the Futures League Championship last summer. Norwich winning the series in 3 games. Breaking pitch on the inside corner, strike 1. Good spot there for Cabral. Did not allow any hits to the Norwich offense in his first inning. Couple of walks. This one pounded into the earth, charging in over there at third as Kuja's throw to first on the run in time. Boy, what an offensive play for Ben Kuja. Whipped it across the diamond. Was a tough play on the dribbler off the bat of David Pengel, and the leadoff man for Norwich retired here in the second. It's 6, 7, and 8 in the Norwich order. It'll bring up the catcher, Luke Maltasia. Maltasia out of George Washington. And on the first delivery on the ground to second, James Fagnett. His throw to first in plenty of time. One pitch, all that's needed to retire Maltasia. Effective work here in this second inning for Cabral. Just 2 pitches and 2 outs. It'll bring up the center fielder, T.J. Bayer. Bayer hitting .261. Had himself a hit yesterday against the Bravehearts through the right side. In the number 8 spot in the Norwich lineup. Swinging away on the first delivery. It is caught by James Fagnett. Talk about efficiency on the rubber for Isaac Cabral. 3 pitches, and Norwich swinging early and counts. Goes down quietly here in the top of the second. 1-0 Norwich. We go to the home half on the Futures League Network. Listening live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
Huge shout out to Bacchus Hospital for partnering with Griswold Middle School to give 8th grade students an unforgettable hands-on experience through Dare to Care. Students explored the critical care unit, emergency department, Lifestar helicopter, and American ambulance while taking part in interactive safety activities like impairment goggles and Stop the Bleed training. These real-world lessons are helping empower our youth to make safe, healthy decisions and learn valuable life-saving skills. From all of us at Griswold Pride, thank you to the doctors, nurses, first responders, and staff who made this incredible day possible. Together, we're building a safer and stronger community.
Jewett City Savings Bank gives you 2 ways to pay for purchases, while also keeping your accounts and your money secure. Use our contactless debit card or add the card to the mobile wallet on your phone. Both give you a fast, safe, and easy way to check out. To learn more, stop by one of our offices in Eastern Connecticut or visit jcsbank.com. Jewett City Savings Bank, member FDIC.
Move right along to the home half of the second inning. Efficient work from Isaac Cabral. Worked quickly in that top of the second inning. Needed just 3 pitches, and Norwich aggressive early in counts. James Fagnant made a couple of those plays. He will start it out for New Britain. 5, 6, and 7 in the order for Matt Gedman's side. All the outs recorded for Matt Tabbitt in the bottom of the first inning were all via the strikeout, and he has quickly discovered his put-away pitch here this summer. Was not a strikeout guy last summer for Norwich, had just 5 strikeouts in the regular season. Pitch to contact, delivery to Fagnant, taken at the knees. Bottom shelf fastball in the zone for strike one. Fagnant so far this summer batting .192 in the early stages. His second season here in the Futures League. He's looking at strike two. Tabbitt all over the zone here in the early goings. Fagnant 5 for his first 26. His 8th game so far this season for Norwich. For New Britain, it's a chopper to third. Racing in McCarthy. His throw on the run. It is in time. Stretching out is Fiataroni. 2 up, 2 down for Tabbitt here in the second. One down for Kason Robinson. He was off to a hot start this summer, hitting .385. That is 4th best on the Bees. 10 for his first 28. As 4 extra base hits as well. 3 triples and a home run. Working ahead is Tabbitt, his 0-1 delivery. Fouled away for strike 2. Robinson, as of late, has 3 hits over his last 11 plate appearances. Fouls away. Strike 2 down the third base side by the Norwich dugout. Trying to put away the number 6 spot in the New Britain batting order. It's Robinson at the plate in the righty box. On 0-2 to the plate. It is cut on and missed. Holding on to it is Maltasia. Boy, a nasty wipeout slider. It's a pitch that Tabbitt is really focused on here in the early goings, and it has been effective. Now the 4th punch out of the night for Tabbitt. All of his starts this summer have come behind enemy lines. Began the summer here at the Beehive. Did not have any strikeouts in that outing, but induced plenty of soft contact as a wave and a miss for strike 1 of Jack Kane, who went chasing. Kane out of the University of St. Joseph, West Hartford, Connecticut local. In the righty box, righty on righty matchup, the 0-1. Back up the middle, going to be a tough play. It is collected on the backhand side by C.J. Nolan. He's not going to have any play. It's the first hit of the ball game for the Bees offense. And they have a 2-out base runner. Hit slowly back up the middle. Perfectly placed. Would have been impossible for C.J. to get a throwaway towards the first base bag, and wisely holds onto it. Inning will continue for the designated hitter, Matt McDowell. McDowell was a pitcher here this summer, last summer as well for New Britain. He's playing as a two-way player for Matt Gedman's side. Yukon product takes outside 1-1. Aboard at first is Jack Kane, reached on an infield single. McDowell has 3 hits in his first 5 plate appearances. Good throw from Maltasia. It is not in time, though. Swiping second is Jack Kane. He's into scoring position. And a run-scoring opportunity for McDowell with a couple of outs. And a pitcher's count, though, is Tabbitt a ball and 2 strikes. The 1-2. Cut on and missed. Unable to hold on to it is Maltasia. His throw to first in plenty of time. Punched out is McDowell, it's already the 5th strikeout of the night for Matt Tabbitt. He's gone 2 scoreless frames. We go to the 3rd. 1-0 Norwich. This is Sea Unicorns Baseball. Listening live on YouTube on SNSN Sports.
Better it burns. Much better. So much better it burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better it burns. You buy better it burns. You buy better.
We've been telling you for years you buy better at Burns, but you need to know just how much better the Burns Agency's gotten. Last year, we joined forces with Hub International to bring our current and future customers an even stronger product offering, exceptional service practices, and the most competitive insurance options available. Our integration with Hub makes the team at the Burns Agency that you know and trust stronger, more accessible, and positioned to better serve you in this ever-changing insurance landscape. Call, email, or visit us today in all the same easy ways. The Burns Agency, now a division of Hub International, proudly serving Eastern Connecticut since 1932.
Better. So much better it burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better it burns. You buy better it burns. You buy better.
First pitch of the inning on the ground to first. Underhand flipping is Jack Kane to his starter, Isaac Cabral, in 1 pitch. All that is needed to retire Reese McCarthy. He was the leadoff man up in the inning for Norwich. Already the 4th out recorded by Cabral on just 1 pitch. That 2nd inning, he retired every Norwich batter on 1 pitch. He's rolling here as we begin the top of the 3rd. A wave and a miss on a wipeout breaking pitch. Top of the order for Norwich, C.J. Nolan back up. He walked his last time. C.J. in the righty batter's box out of Coventry, Connecticut. Hit .235 last summer for the Sea Unicorns. Part of that championship run. He's taking on the inside corner, strike 2. After a rocky first inning for Cabral, where he surrendered the game's first run, he has been in attack mode against the Norwich offense. In a prime spot, kicks and deals home. This is lifted in the air, popped up, medium left center field. It'll be the left fielder, Robbie Lamond, to make the catch on it. 2 down. Cabral has now retired 7 in a row. It'll bring up the left fielder, Jackson Powers. Powers reached on a fielder's choice ground out. Throwing error allowed him to reach base safely, then was later caught stealing. Back in the first inning, taking for ball 1. Kicking the delivery home from Cabral. Outside, 1-1. Powers out of the University of St. Joseph in the lefty batter's box. 5'11", 175 pounds, taking in the dirt for ball 2. It's been a pitcher's battle here today. Already 5 strikeouts for Matt Tabbitt, who has tossed a couple scoreless frames. It's 3-0 on Powers. The pitch taken below the zone for ball 4. Third walk issue tonight from Cabral, and Norwich has a 2-out base runner for the first baseman, Michael Fiataroni. Fiataroni has been a regular in the Norwich lineup. Everyday player for Zach Gitcher. made his way to the Rose City at the end of the 2025 summer. He's swinging away out to straightaway center field. Moving back as Pollitt is over his head. It'll roll out to the wall. The wave for Powers. He'll come around and score. Ringing RBI double. Michael Fiataroni to the deepest part of the ballpark. To the left center field alley. Was over the head of Brady Paul, who went scampering back to find it. And with 2 outs, some thunder in the bat from Michael Fiataroni. And it's Cabral who has to pay for his 2-out walk. And Norwich has extended their lead to a pair. Boy, Fiataroni, boy, he has been on a tear to begin the summer. Clutch RBI double with 2 down. It's Dom Scalia at the plate. Scalia hit into a fielder's choice ground out. There was a pickle that later retired Fiataroni on the sequence. Norwich trying to add on with 2 outs in the inning. Set up inside is McGovern. Set at the belt is Cabral. Hopping around is Fiataroni. And he is forced to retreat. The throw from Cabral went skipping to the second baseman Fagnant, who was not covering the second base bag. Little hesitation there from Cabral, who was just trying to keep close eyes on Fiataroni. He's got a massive lead. Off the end of the bat, Scalia fouls away, strike 1. It's an even count on the University of St. Joseph product, who is in the transfer portal, who is hoping to find his next destination rather soon. 6 feet, 4 inches in the righty box. The 1-1, inside 2-1. Scalia, a native of North Ford, Connecticut, in a hitter's count. The 2-1, popped up foul behind the plate. It'll go dumping into the seats to our right. Even the count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Scalia hitting 143. That was 1 hit in his first 7 plate appearances. Entering action tonight. There goes Fiataroni, the pitch outside, the throw from McGovern to third, not in time, skips away. Now check that, held onto there by the third baseman, Kuja. That was the billowing of the dirt surrounding the third base bag after the hard slide from Fiataroni. Scalia takes inside for ball 4. And Norwich putting together some quality plate appearances with 2 outs. That'll bring out the manager, Matt Gedman. Trying to help ease his starter in this game. And he's going to make a signal for a pitching change. Norwich has made some noise here in this 3rd inning with a couple of outs. That'll end the night for Isaac Cabral. Makes it 2 2/3 of an inning. 1 run surrendered by Cabral, new pitcher in the ball game. That's a new arm for the Bees. We'll meet them when we come back. Norwich has them at the corners with 2 outs. Still batting here in the 3rd. Listening live to Sea Unicorns Baseball live on YouTube on SNSN Sports. Unicorn fans, ready to rep your Norwich Sea Unicorns? Dive into the point-of-sale team store. From hats and jerseys to gear that covers every base, show your Sea Unicorn spirit and style. From ballpark essentials to unique souvenirs, there's something for every fan in the pod. Stop by during any home game or shop anytime at seaunicorns.milbstore.com. That's seaunicorns.milbstore.com. The point-of-sale team store has you covered all season long. Bees make a pitching change here in the top of the third inning. Final totals for the right-hander Isaac Cabral. Both runners are still his responsibility. For Cabral, 2 2/3 innings worked. Has allowed 2 runs. 1 of those are earned. Issued 4 walks. No strikeouts. RBI double off the bat of Michael Fiataroni has extended the Norwich lead. New pitcher in the ball game for New Britain is the right-hander Sean Maletti. Maletti, a riser, headed to Salve Regina, 6'1", 180 pounds, out of West Hartford, Connecticut. Has the rock now for Matt Gedman, trying to help the Bees mitigate further damage here with 2 outs in the top of the third inning. It's the shortstop, Kenny Noe, to the plate. Noe hitting .261 in the early stages of the 2026 season with a run-scoring opportunity awaiting him. Maletti working on a ERA of 13.5, has worked 2 innings so far this summer. Righty on lefty matchup here with 2 outs and 2 on. The 0-1 home. Noe takes outside for ball 1. Noe wears one. That caught him. And Norwich has loaded the bases. Well, the Sea Unicorns have no problem wearing them throughout the summer. Bases loaded opportunity now for David Pengel. Maletti last pitched for the Bees back on June 1st when an inning allowed 2 earned runs. So far this summer has pitched 2 total innings. His 3rd appearance of the summer, he works a strike in the bottom of the zone to David Pengel. He grounded out his last time at the plate. Norwich trying to produce with the bases loaded and 2 outs. The pitch. Wave and a miss. Good breaking ball from Maletti. Trying to battle here, and he's way ahead of Pengel. No balls and 2 strikes. It's the 3rd game of the summer for the Norwich corner outfielder. Pengel in right field today for Norwich. The 0-2 home. Wave and a miss, struck him out. Boy, what a sequence for Sean Maletti. After plunking Kenny Noe, comes back with 3 pitches and strikes out David Pengel. Concludes matters here in the Norwich 3rd inning. Michael Fiataroni's 2-out RBI double has made it a 2-0 Norwich lead. This is Sea Unicorns Baseball, live on YouTube on SNSN Sports and the Futures League Network. The middle, Irizarry charging in, fires to first, no hitter tonight for Hector Alejandro. The Norwich Sea Unicorns are back-to-back Future League champions. Turning around third, coming home to score, it's Fiataroni. Say goodnight to the Bees. Bryce Detweiler calls game in the 12th inning. Walsh charges in, he snaps it across the diamond. Say goodnight to the Bees. 3 straight championships in the Rose City. Welcome to Sea Unicorns Below Deck, the official podcast of your back-to-back-to-back Futures League champions. I'm your host, Adam Plager. On episode 1, we'll hear from the general manager of the Norwich Sea Unicorns, Lee Walter. And on this podcast, all season long, we'll go behind the scenes, break down all of the on-field achievements and everything you need to know Norwich Sea Unicorns related right here at Dodd Stadium. Move right along to the bottom of the third inning here in New Britain. It's a 2-0 Norwich lead. A huge strikeout from Sean Maletti ended the bases loaded threat for Norwich in the top of the inning. Tabit has been rolling so far today, already 5 strikeouts. He's allowed just the 1 hit, hasn't walked anybody, just 2 total base runners for the Bees offense. It's 9-1-2 due up for New Britain. Shortstop Miles Githfeld. 2-0 Norwich lead. Tabit's offering, lined in the air, straightaway center field. It's Bayer who moves over to make the catch on it, 1 down. Quick work from Matt Tabit here to begin the third inning of work. Top of the order, it's Brady Paul. Paul was caught looking his first time up, a part of an inning where all 3 outs were via the strikeout. Tabit set at the belt. His offering to the plate, lifted in the air down the left field side. Tailing towards the seats, it's out of play. Well, that is right into where the sun is overlooking the ballpark down that third base side. Beautiful night for baseball here in central Connecticut. And it has treated the Bees kindly so far. 4-1 in their friendly confines. Check that, 2-1 in their friendly confines. 4-1 in the month of June. They are tops in the Futures League, a 7-2 start. It's 1-1 to the leadoff man, Brady Paul, make it 2-1. Norwich with a run in the first, a run in the third. For a 2-0 lead, had a chance for more with the bases loaded. The pitch inside for ball 3. Tabit in danger of walking his first man of the ball game. It's Brady Paul in the lefty box. Tabit brings it set. Maltasia set up outside. The pitch home. Wave and a miss for strike 2. Good stuff from Tabit. A big part of his success tonight has been his ability to work ahead in counts. Count is full. The 3-2 home. Way outside. He walked him. 1 out walk. First walk issued today by Matt Tabit. He doesn't offer many of those this summer. Third base runner for the Bees. Bring up the left fielder, Robbie Lamond. Speaking with Zach Gitcher, the go-tos for Tabit are his ability to command the zone. And when he's doing that, he's as good as they come. On the first delivery, fly ball in the air off the bat of Lamond. No problem out there for T.J. Bayer. Makes his second grab of the inning here in center field. And there's 2 gone here in the Bees' third inning. Fans at Griswold Dental, you are more than a patient. You are a part of the Griswold Dental family. Find out more at griswolddental.net. 2 outs, a man on. It's Paul aboard at first. Ben Kuja, the batter at the plate. He's taking the breaking ball below the zone for ball 1. More of a change-up there from Tabit. Plenty of options in the arsenal for Tabit. Tabit offering a 6-pitch mix. He checks in on Paul. Good pickoff move. Safe, says the first base umpire, Mark Covey. He's right over there at the first base bag. Brady Paul, the base runner at first. Bees trying to get back in the ball game, trailing by a pair. 2-0 Norwich. On the ground, rolled over to first. That is a fair ball, goes skipping into foul territory. Fiataroni recovers and throws to first. It's in time. Matt Tabit went racing over to cover the first base bag. Boy, what composure by Michael Fiataroni to stick with it. Make it 3 scoreless innings for Matt Tabit. We go to the 4th. 2-0 for Norwich. This is Sea Unicorns Baseball. Listening live on YouTube and on the Futures League Network.
Dinosaur Place is roaring fun for all ages. Have you ever driven by the Big Dino on Route 85 in Montville, Connecticut? Stop in and check out what's behind the fences. Jurassic adventures await you. The Dinosaur Place is the largest dinosaur-themed family fun park in New England. A lot of value for one-of-a-kind attractions. Over 100 life-size dinosaurs, nature trails, and playscapes. Visit our popular T-Rex Tower and zero-depth dino-themed splash pad. Plan your next adventure. Go to thedinosaurplace.com.
Safe to visit the dentist. In a word, yes. Especially if that dentist is Dr. Katzoff and the staff at Griswold Dental Associates. They follow all the latest safety protocols while doing what they do best, taking care of you. From preventive to restorative, your dental care couldn't be in better hands. To schedule your appointment, call Griswold Dental Associates today, 860-376-2626. That's 860-376-2626.
With Jewett City Savings Bank's free access checking account, you get everything you need to take control of your money, including mobile banking, mobile check deposit, and a contactless debit card with mobile wallet. Add a high-yield savings account for even more control. Stop by one of our offices in Eastern Connecticut or visit jcsbank.com to open your account today. Jewett City Savings Bank, member FDIC.
The top of the fourth inning, leadoff man up in the inning for Norwich is the catcher Luke Maltasia. 7, 8, and 9. Sean Maletti back to work. Kicks and deals home. Wave and a miss. Good. A wipeout breaking ball. Strike one on the Norwich catcher. Maltasia is grounded out today. Spoke with them pregame today about that opportunity, his rookie year at George Washington. A chance for him to learn a lot of things. That first year of collegiate baseball, great opportunity for that. Playing behind Robbie Lavie. The pitch grounded is short. Githfeld across the diamond. His throw skips to first. A couple of bounces and Maltasia legs out. And infield hit. See if they credit it as a hit or as an error. They'll give it an infield single to Maltasia. He's aboard. Leadoff man on for Norwich to kickstart the fourth inning. It's the center fielder TJ Bayer. The pitch. He's taking on the outside corner for a called strike. Bayer lined out to second his last time up. Part of a three-pitch second inning for the right-hander Cabral. Maletti's delivery misses downstairs for ball one. Evens the count at a ball and a strike. Maltasia, the base runner at first, appeared in 12 games for George Washington. He's checked on over there at the first space bag. Not a major base stealing threat, but he does have one this summer. That came against Westfield. The pitch to Bayer. Taken, snap throw to first. Way off the bag was Maltasia. He just got back in time. A good snap throw by McGovern. Rare night off for George Slauson, who is not in the lineup with Jack Kane at first. And Matt McDowell with the DH duties. The pitch home. This is on the ground. Chopper to short. Githfeld to second for one. Relay throw from Fagnat to first, not in time. Fielder's choice. Ground out takes care of the lead runner, Maltasia. And there's one gone in the Norwich fourth inning. A good play there by Githfeld to at least record the one out there on the sequence. Before you come to the ballpark, stop by Charlene's Diner, Main Street, Jewett City for a delicious breakfast or lunch. Order what you want, eat what you get, only at Charlene's Diner, Main Street, Jewett City. Norwich has a runner on. It's Bayer at first. He is a base stealing threat, and he's got a wide lead at first. No balls, one strike on Reese McCarthy. And thinking right along with all of that is Maletti. He checks in on the Norwich base runner. The Unicorns have been a team that has Swiped plenty of bags all summer. There goes the base runner, Bayer. The throw from McGovern, not in time. Stolen base for T.J. Bayer. And Norwich has a man in scoring position with 1 out in the inning. That breaks up a potential double play opportunity. It's an even count, 1 ball, 1 strike on the Norwich third baseman, Reese McCarthy. He grounded out to first his last time up. 2-0 Norwich, top of the 4th inning. Roger with us on a Monday night. Changeup misses just up top for ball 2. Norwich, 37 stolen bases. That is second most in the Futures League. The pitch to the opposite field in the air, out to left field. Going to be a tough play out there for Lamond. Moves over and makes the grab. Cruising over from his left to his right to make the catch on it. 2 down. 2 gone for the Norwich leadoff man, C.J. Nolan. C.J. today has walked. He's also flied out to left field. Runner in scoring position for Norwich is Bayer. Reached on a fielder's choice and later stole second. Kicking the pitch. Inside ball 1. Righty on righty matchup here. CJ batting in the top of the lineup for the second straight ball game. The pitch home. There's the breaking ball. That's spotted at the knees for a called strike. 1-1. CJ saw an increase in playing time at Sacred Heart this past spring. He's taking for ball 3. Oh, good spot. Just missed. CJ appearing in 27 games over, doubled the amount of games he played from his rookie season. Goes chasing for strike 2. Oh, that was outside. And the count has run full. 3 balls, 2 strikes. It is 2-0 Norwich. Top of the 4th inning here at New Britain Stadium. Unicorns battling with the top seed in the Futures League in the early goings. It's a even count, 2-2. The pitch outside for ball 3, and the count has run full. It'll be interesting to see what Bayer does in a full count. Not really in a position to go on the pitch, but he has a sizable lead. 2 outs and 3-2 on the Norwich leadoff man. The pitch. Breaking ball just missed downstairs for ball 4. And Nolan has worked a 2-out walk. Boy, a borderline pitch. And CJ got the call just inside. It's the 5th walk issued by Bees pitching tonight. Inning will continue for Jackson Powers. Powers in left field today. Has grounded out and walked. On the first pitch, change up for a strike at the knees. Powers batting in the lefty box. Has a home run this summer. That was back in Westfield. Both runners are going double steal. This pitch flied in the air, straightaway center field. Brady Powell's got a beat on it, hauls it in, and that's how the inning will end. Norwich with some traffic on the bases. Maletti strands them. We go to the bottom of the 4th. 2-0 Norwich. Listening live on YouTube on SNSN Sports and the Futures League Network.
Own rental property around here, you know how fast tenant calls, repairs, and rent collection can pile up. That's where Capital Property Group comes in. They handle everything: tenant screening, rent collection, maintenance, repairs, and day-to-day property and association management. Whether it's a long-term rental or a short-term property, they make ownership simple and stress-free. You own the property. They handle the headaches. Learn more at mycapitalteam.com. Capital Property Group, simplifying property ownership.
We're really looking forward to the possibility of working together. Absolutely. We believe this could be a great partner.
Go to the bottom of the fourth inning here at the Beehive. 2-0 Norwich. Sea Unicorns with a run in the first and a run in the third. 2-0 your score. Matt Tabbitt back out for his fourth inning of work, has made it 3 scoreless innings today. He's been in command of the strike zone as well. His fastball offered on the outside corner for strike one. 4, 5, and 6 due up for the Bees in the bottom of the fourth inning. McGovern looking at strike one, taking outside for ball one, bounced away from Maltasia. Maltasia and Paul Calandrelli, the regular backstops for Norwich. And Riers had the catching duties yesterday. The pitch, topper foul down the third base side. And count control for the Norwich right-hander. McGovern struck out his first time to the plate. The pitch all the way to the backstop on a swing and a miss for strike three, and the throw to first not in time, so reaching on a drop third strike is McGovern. Leadoff man aboard for New Britain to begin this fourth inning. We'll bring up the second baseman, James Fagnant. Fagnant out of Yukon, Avery Point out of East Granby, Connecticut, in the lefty box. 5'9", 185 pounds, taking for ball one. Fagnant at Avery Point, two-way player at 480 in 123 plate appearances. The pitch, Fagnant takes up top for ball one, evens the count at a ball and a strike. Last summer in the Futures League, Fagnant was a 267 hitter for New Britain. The pitch, on the ground, rolled over to first. Tough play, Fiataroni picks it, throws to second for one. There won't be a throw heading to the first base bag. Good play by Kenny Noe to keep himself planted on the second base bag, and Norwich has taken care of the lead runner. McGovern retired. Fagnant on at first on the fielder's choice ground out. 3-6. It'll bring up the right fielder, Kaysen Robinson. Robinson in the righty box. Right blue bat taking first, strike one. Robinson out of Stonehill College, East Hartford, Connecticut local. Attended Avon Old Farms before making his way to Stonehill. The pitch, bouncer foul back to the screen, and Tabbitt's way ahead. No balls and 2 strikes. Already 6 strikeouts for Tabbitt here tonight. That is a new season high for him. He gets better and better with each outing. More and more comfortable. The pitch to Robinson, waved at and missed. Struck him out, make it 7 strikeouts tonight for Matt Tabbitt, who has been rolling right along this summer. Boy, the ace, arguably, of this staff. You talk about a huge jump from 2025 to 2026. Boy, confidence is a funny thing, and when you have it the way Tabbitt does, you mix and match your pitches, throw them all over the zone. There goes the base runner, Fagnant. Throw to second, on the ground to second base. And in with a swipe bag is Fagnant to scoring position. Jack Kane, the batter at the plate, reached on an infield single. His first time up. He's got the only hit tonight for the Bees offense. 3 hits combined between the two sides. Fastball up top for ball 2. It's the number 7 spot in the Bees lineup. Norwich leading 2-0. We're in the top of the 4th inning. The pitch on the just outside for ball 3. Sea Unicorns back at home on Wednesday, day off tomorrow. We'll meet with the New Britain Bees for the fourth time this summer, fourth of 10 meetings between the Nutmeg foes. Tabbitt back in the zone with strike two, and the count is run full. It's the midweek ballpark bundle on Wednesday night, first one this summer, by purchasing a premium seat and 2 hot dogs for $15. First pitch at 6:30. Couple of bounces over to second. C.J. Nolan charges in, flips to first. The inning is over. Good work for Matt Tabbitt. He's made it 4 scoreless innings. And Norwich working on a 2-0 lead. This is Sea Unicorns baseball. Listening live on YouTube, on SNSN Sports and the Futures League Network.
Huge shout out to Bacchus Hospital for partnering with Griswold Middle School to give 8th grade students an unforgettable hands-on experience through Dare to Care. Students explored the critical care unit, emergency department, Lifestar helicopter, and American ambulance while taking part in interactive safety activities like impairment goggles and stop the bleed training. These real-world lessons are helping empower our youth to make safe, healthy decisions and learn valuable life-saving skills. From all of us at Griswold Pride, thank you to the doctors, nurses, first responders, and staff who made this incredible day possible. Together, we're building a safer and stronger community.
Jewett City Savings Bank gives you 2 ways to pay for purchases, while also keeping your accounts and your money secure. Use our contactless debit card or add the card to the mobile wallet on your phone. Both give you a fast, safe, and easy way to check out. To learn more, stop by one of our offices in Eastern Connecticut or visit jcsbank.com. Jewett City Savings Bank, member FDIC.
We go to the top of the 5th inning here in New Britain, 2-0 Norwich. A run in the first and a run in the third. Pitching change being made by New Britain. Final totals tonight for Sean Maletti. He makes it an inning in a third. Does not allow any earned runs. Face 7 batters. Not record any strikeouts. Issued 1 walk. New pitcher in the ballgame is the southpaw Will Parkhouse. Now gets the baseball for Matt Gedman's side. Parkhouse, 6 feet 3 inches, 200 pounds, committed to UMass Lowell out of Torrington, Connecticut. Is the new arm in the ball game. Parkhouse so far this summer for New Britain. Has pitched to a ERA of 9 so far this summer. Worked an inning. That was back on May 28th against the Sea Unicorns. Allowed 1 earned run in that frame. Struck out a batter. Not allow any hits. Part of a 4-3 Bees win. Parkhouse not issue any walks. Wild pitch, though. He also hit a batter. Working behind a ball and no strikes on Michael Fiataroni. It's 3, 4, and 5 in the Norwich lineup. Fiataroni had an RBI double to left center field his last time up. Lefty on lefty matchup. Fastball grooved in to the inside corner for a called strike, 1-1. Sea Unicorns leading by a pair. Parkhouse committed to UMass Lowell. Is offering darts outside for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike on Michael Fiataroni. He's reached base safely twice, has also walked. Hitters count 2-1 home. Taken just inside for ball 3. Speaking of UMass Lowell, their home ballpark, LeLacheur Park, the hosting site for the Lowell Spinners. baseball back in Lowell in the summertime with Spinners baseball returning. It's in the Futures League, a 5-pitch walk to Fiataroni. And Norwich has the leadoff man on to begin matters in the 5th inning. The weather is heating up, and so should the fun. Rent a Polaris slingshot from Strain Family Motors in Lisbon and feel the excitement of the open road. Go to sfmslingshots.com to rent one today. At the plate is Dom Scalia, Norwich designated hitter, looking at a called strike. Aboard at first is Fiataroni. He's walked a couple of times today. Going to raise that on-base percentage. He has continued to put together quality plate appearances. The pitch to Scalia taken below the zone for ball 1. Speaking with Fiataroni, a big focus for him was putting himself into good counts, and he certainly has done that. And because of it, seen a lot of time on the base pass. The pitch to Scalia rolled over foul by the Norwich dugout third base side. Count control now for the young riser, Will Parkhouse, coming to do UMass Lowell out of Torrington, Connecticut. Was a two-sport athlete at Kingsford, Oxford South. Now caught in a rundown is Fiataroni. Boy, he was leaning, is going to be toast at second base. Good work there on that sequence by the first baseman, Jack Kane. Lobbed it over to the shortstop, Githfelt, covering the second base bag. And the leadoff man is retired now on the caught stealing. Second time Norwich has had a base stealer caught stealing. One down in the inning and 2 strikes on Scalia. Changes the feel of the 5th inning. On a 1-2 to the plate, it is cut on and missed, struck him out. Just like that, 2 outs now in the Norwich 5th. That was a nasty wipeout pitch from Parkhouse. 2 down for the Norwich shortstop, Kenny Noe. He'll flip around and hit from the right side. The spot he has struggled with in the early stages. His success this summer has come in the left-handed hitter's batting box. The pitch home. He lines this over the head of the third baseman. Kuja threw into left field. It's a 2-out single for Kenny Noe. He got a pitch he could handle on the inside part of the plate and cranked it into left field. It's the 3rd hit of the ball game for the Norwich offense. Inning will continue for the right fielder, David Pengel. Pengel today has grounded out and struck out. Aboard at first is Noe. 2-0 Norwich. Top of the 5th inning. The pitch outside is the fastball for ball 1. In the air, out to center field. It's going to fall in for a base hit. Boy, a bloop single for the Norwich right fielder, David Pengel. He just floated it out into shallow right field. It went over the head of the second baseman, James Fagnant. And Norwich has a couple of base runners with 2 outs. Trying to find lightning in a bottle here with 2 outs in the inning. Norwich has produced a run tonight with 2 outs. It'll bring up the catcher, Luke Maltasia. Maltasia reached on an infield hit his last time up. He led things off in the 4th inning for Norwich. Lefty on righty battle here. Favorable for the Norwich catcher. The pitch. This is fouled away into the seats behind home plate for strike 1. Maltasio is a .227 his rookie year at George Washington. The pitch, fastball just missed outside. Trying to break in a new catching glove as well as Maltasio this summer. Not like the leather that he had in his old one. Found a new one that he's looking to break into the opposite field to right field. Backing up for it is Kaysen Robinson. Makes the grab on it with plenty of room. That'll wrap things up in the Norwich fifth inning. They threaten with a couple of outs, strand a pair of runners. We go to the bottom of the fifth. 2-0 Norwich. This is Sea Unicorns Baseball. Listening live on YouTube on SNSN Sports and live on the Futures League Network.
Better it burns. Much better. So much better it burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better it burns. You buy better it burns. You buy better.
We've been telling you for years you buy better at Burns, but you need to know just how much better the Burns Agency's gotten. Last year, we joined forces with Hub International to bring our current and future customers an even stronger product offering, exceptional service practices, and the most competitive insurance options available. Our integration with Hub makes the team at the Burns Agency that you know and trust stronger, more accessible, and positioned to better serve you in this ever-changing insurance landscape. Call, email, or visit us today in all the same easy ways. The Burns Agency, now a division of Hub International, proudly serving Eastern Connecticut since 1932.
Better. So much better it burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better it burns. You buy better it burns. You buy better.
Head to the bottom of the fifth inning. Matt McDowell leads it off. First delivery he sees, rolls it on the ground. Charging in, Nolan Underhand flips to first, and the leadoff man retired for New Britain to kick things off in the bottom of the fifth inning. Effective work from Matt Tabbitt. 4 1/3 innings work now, 7 strikeouts. It's held the Bees offense to just 1 hit. And 3 total base runners. Man has walked and reached on an error. Sinker ball down and away for ball 1. Number 9 spot in the order is Miles Githfeld. Githfeld today has flied out to center field. That was back in the 3rd inning. Tabbitt's right-handed pitch home to the outside corner for a called strike. Good life on the fastball for the Amherst product. Wilton, Connecticut native. Spent some time in the NECBL in the 2024 season. Little tapper foul for strike 2. Good spot here for Matt Tabbitt. Well, he has been by far and away best pitcher on the staff so far for the Sea Unicorns. "57 pitches today for Tabbitt. His 58th in the air out to right field. Playable out there for Pengel. Reaches back and makes the grab on it. 2 up, 2 down for New Britain here in the 5th inning. Sea Unicorns back at home on Wednesday. Continue their homestand Thursday against the Lowell Spinners. First thirsty Thursday of the summer with beer specials on Narragansett. First pitch on Thursday at 6:30 local time. Pregame coverage gets underway at 6 o'clock. Listen to Logan Rundy, Mike Neville, and myself get you set for first pitch all season long, 30 minutes before first pitch for all those ball games. On the line, out to center field, a base hit. Inning will continue. Brady Paul gets the job done. It'll bring the tying run to the plate with a couple of men retired in the Bees' 5th inning. Left fielder Robbie Lamond will step into the righty box. Lamond has reached on an Aries fly to center field as well. Chance here for the Bees to try and rally with 2 outs. So far tonight, The Bees are 2 for 6 with 2 outs, but 0 for 8 with the runners aboard. Fouled away for strike 2 and full count control for Matt Tabbitt. Just the fourth base runner of the ball game for the Bees is aboard. It's Paul. It's no balls and 2 strikes on Lamont. Bouncing ball to short. Kenny Noe will go the short way to second. CJ Nolan covering the second base bag, and that's how the inning will end. Make it 5 scoreless innings for Matt Tabbitt. It's a 2-0 Norwich lead. You're listening to Sea Unicorns Baseball live on YouTube on SNSN Sports. Unicorn fans, ready to rep your Norwich Sea Unicorns? Dive into the point-of-sale team store. From hats and jerseys to gear that covers every base, show your Sea Unicorn spirit and style. From ballpark essentials to unique souvenirs, there's something for every fan in the pod. Stop by during any home game or shop anytime at seaunicorns.milbstore.com. That's seaunicorns.milbstore.com. The point-of-sale team store has you covered all season long. We are cruising right along here in the Hardware City. It's a 2-0 Norwich lead. Go to the top of the 6th inning. Will Parkhouse remains in the ball game. Second inning of duty for the commit to UMass Lowell. The lanky left-hander, 6 feet 3 inches, is Parkhouse. He'll be greeted by the number 8 spot in the Norwich lineup, P.J. Bayer. 8-9-1 due up for the Sea Unicorns here in this 6th inning. Bayer in center field today is lined out. He's also hit into a fielder's choice ground out. The pitch, that is on the line, through into right field. Backside approach for T.J. Bayer into the opposite field. And the Sea Unicorns have the leadoff man on to begin the 6th inning. It's the 5th hit of the ball game for the Norwich offense. Unicorns have done well with their leadoff man today. The 5th time the Norwich leadoff man has reached base safely. The pitch home. This is lined out to center field. Going to be a tough play for Paul. He'll field it on a hop. And Norwich has something brewing here to begin the 6th inning. Back-to-back base hits. Reese McCarthy is on. Oh, what a plate approach here against Will Parkhouse. Runners are at first and second. Nobody out. Turn the lineup card over for C.J. Nolan. Nolan today is 0 for 1. He's walked twice. Multi-plate appearances for the Sea Unicorns second baseman. Parkhouse is offering outside for ball 1. Speaking with CJ's, a lot of emphasis on trusting his hands, staying back. The pitch inside, it got him. Boy, this is nothing new for C.J. Nolan. Hit by the pitch. Already the 7th time this summer he has been caught with one. And the Sea Unicorns have loaded the bases here with nobody out. Couple of singles and a hit batsman to C.J. Nolan. Good opportunity for Jackson Powers. We'll bring out the pitching coach, Shane Bogley. with nobody out. Only a chance for Norwich to really cash in. Sea Unicorns are 0 for 1 today with the bases loaded. Right now an opportunity with nobody out. Parkhouse trying to mitigate damage here in this top of the 6th inning. It's Jackson Powers who is going to come to the plate as hit into a fielder's choice ground out, flied out and walked. This is a huge moment for the Norwich offense. A chance to distance themselves from New Britain. Aboard at first is CJ. Ahead of him at second, Reese McCarthy, and 90 feet away, TJ Bayer. Working from the stretch is the left-hander Parkhouse. He's ready to work the pitch home. Taken down low for ball 1. No room for air here for Parkhouse. In a dangerous spot. Playing in at third is Kuja. And the same at first for Jack Hain. Double play depth for the Bees middle infield. The pitch to Powers. Taken just outside, a little low, 2-0. Powers trying to drive home some insurance markers for Norwich. They have them loaded. In a hitter's count, 2 balls and no strikes. The pitch, wave and a miss for strike 1. Bees faithful trying to help navigate the young southpaw through a bases loaded jam. 2-1 offering to the plate. This is fouled away for strike 2. Good pitch there from Parkhouse. Trying to battle with Powers. Nowhere to put him. Well, you feel a situation that is a must-have strikeout opportunity. Parkhouse has battled back to even the count after delivering a couple out of the zone to begin the plate appearance with Jackson Powers. It's even, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Playing in front of the base runner at first is Kane, the pitch home. Check swing from Kane. He held up for ball 3. Boy, to the chagrin of the Bees dugout. And the count has run full. 3 balls and 2 strikes on the Sea Unicorns left fielder Jackson Powers. Sun is setting here in central Connecticut. It's a 2-0 Norwich lead, but a chance to add on. Nobody out, and a 2-2 count on Jackson Powers. Corners are in. The middle infield back for the Bees. The 2-2. Wave and a miss struck him out. Powers went chasing on the high heat. A huge strikeout for the left-hander Parkhouse. 1 gone in the inning. After the mound visit with Shane Bogley, the Bees pitching coach helps Parkhouse settle down for his first out in the frame. It's the Norwich first baseman, Michael Fiataroni. Sea Unicorns 0 for 2 have struck out now with both batters at the plate with the bases loaded. Parkhouse wants to go back through the signs with his catcher, McGovern. They'll step back on, station himself on the third base side of the rubber. Set up outside is McGovern. The lefty's pitch home is back up the middle. It's a base hit off the second base bag. Fagnac caught up to it in short center field. It'll produce a run, make it a 3-0 Norwich lead. Scoring on the sequence is TJ Bayer, and the bases will remain loaded. Able to just narrowly get back to the third base bag in the nick of time was Reese McCarthy. It'll bring out the skipper, Matt Gedman. And a pitching change is going to be made by the Bees. Norwich adds on, make it a 3-0 lead. The bases are still loaded. It'll be the cleanup hitter Dom Scalia to the plate when we come back. Norwich still batting with the bases loaded. This is Sea Unicorns Baseball live on YouTube on SNSN Sports. Zari charging in, fires to first. No hitter tonight for Hector Alejandro. The Norwich Sea Unicorns are back-to-back Future League champions. Turning around third, coming home to score is Fiataroni. Say goodnight to the Bees. Bryce Detweiler calls game in the 12th inning. Walsh charges in. He snaps it across the diamond. Say goodnight to the Bees. 3 straight championships in the Rose City. Welcome to Sea Unicorns Below Deck, the official podcast of your back-to-back-to-back Futures League champions. I'm your host, Adam Plager. On episode 1, we'll hear from the general manager of the Norwich Sea Unicorns, Lee Walter. And on this podcast, all season long, we'll go behind the scenes, break down all the on-field achievements and everything you need to know Norwich Sea Unicorns related right here at Dodd Stadium. Pitching change being made here in the top of the 6th inning. Norwich is batting with the bases loaded. 1 out in the inning. RBI base hit for Michael Fiataroni, has delivered a couple of RBI today. The latest has made it 3-0. Final numbers here today for Will Parkhouse. Goes an inning and a third, allows 5 hits to the Norwich offense, allows an earned run, and the runners are all his responsibility on the base pass. 2 strikeouts. And he issued a walk as well. New arm in the ball game is the left-hander Miles Cherico out of Arcadia University. So far this summer out of the Bees bullpen, 3 scoreless innings and 2 appearances. The ERA flatlined at 0 for Cherico. Dom Scalia is the batter at the plate, the cleanup spot. The pitch home, taken at the knees for a called strike. Cherico, rising sophomore at Arcadia out of Ridgefield, Connecticut, 6'5", 220 pounds, way ahead of Scalia. No balls and 2 strikes. Scalia tonight has hit into a fielder's choice ground out, walked and struck out. The 0-2 pitch taken just outside for ball 1. Cherico last appeared for the Bees back on June the 1st, an inning and 2/3, allowed 2 hits that outing. On 1 and 2, check swing there from Scalia, held up. And it's below the zone, 2 and 2. Norwich today now at the bases loaded, 1 for 3. 2 outs they made were both via strikeouts. Cherico hunting one, the 2-2. High socks for Cherico. His pitch low and in for ball 3. Cherico out of Ridgefield, Connecticut, studying sports management. Pitched to an ERA of 11-12 his rookie year. The full count offering, waved at and missed. Gone fishing at the slider as Scalia, 2 gone, boy. Both outs in this inning have come via the strikeout. Earlier Parkhouse, this time it's Cherico. Looking for the final out as the southpaw lined up on the third base side. Noe checked his swing. It was in the zone for a called strike. Noe out of Freeport, New York. Got a base hit to left field his last trip to the plate. Trying to produce with the bases loaded and 2 outs. The 0-1 on the inside corner. Strike 2. I speak about the poise on the mound for Cherico. Well, he's been dotting the edges way ahead of Noe. No balls and 2 strikes. Bases are loaded. 3-0 Norwich. Bringing it set is Cherico. Lined up inside McGovern. The pitch in the air to right field. It is falling in a hurry. It'll get down, a base hit. 1 run scores. Racing around and scoring as well. is C.J. Nolan. It's a 2-run scoring RBI base hit to the opposite field for Kenny Noe, and the Sea Unicorns add on. It's 5-0. Boy, what an approach with 2 outs and 2 strikes in the inning. Noe stayed back on it, and a little backside approach for Kenny Noe, something the Norwich offense has worked on. Allowed it to travel deep into the zone, just shoots it out into right field, and the Sea Unicorns lead by 5. Inning continues for David Pengel. His first delivery he sees on the ground is short. Flip to second, Githfeld to Fagnan, and that's how the inning will end. Not before Norwich strikes for 3 in the 6th. Take a 5-0 lead. This is Sea Unicorns Baseball. Listening live on YouTube, on SNSN Sports, and the Futures League Network.
Dinosaur Place is roaring fun for all ages. Have you ever driven by the Big Dino on Route 85 in Montville, Connecticut? Stop in and check out what's behind the fences. Jurassic adventures await you. The Dinosaur Place is the largest dinosaur-themed family fun park in New England. A lot of value for one-of-a-kind attractions. Over 100 life-size dinosaurs, nature trails, and playscapes. Visit our popular T-Rex Tower and zero-depth dino-themed splash pad. Plan your next adventure. Go to thedinosaurplace.com.
Safe to visit the dentist. In a word, yes. Especially if that dentist is Dr. Katzoff and the staff at Griswold Dental Associates. They follow all the latest safety protocols while doing what they do best, taking care of you. From preventive to restorative, your dental care couldn't be in better hands. To schedule your appointment, call Griswold Dental Associates today, 860-376-2626. That's 860-376-2626.
With Jewett City Savings Bank's free access checking account, you get everything you need to take control of your money, including mobile banking, mobile check deposit, and a contactless debit card with mobile wallet. Add a high-yield savings account for even more control. Stop by one of our offices in Eastern Connecticut or visit jcsbank.com to open your account today. Jewett City Savings Bank, member FDIC.
Head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Norwich leading by 5. 3 runs in the top of the inning. As White in the lead, Norwich has made a move to the bullpen. Final line today for Matt Tabbitt. He makes it 5 scoreless innings for the Sea Unicorns. Another brilliant outing for the Amherst College product. Allowed 2 hits in the process, 7 strikeouts. One of those were looking. 6 swinging, issued 1 walk. Another tremendous performance for the Norwich right-hander in his 3rd outing of the summer, in line for a win. Norwich will hand the baseball over to the right-hander Eric Mathewson. 2nd summer for him in the Futures League. Mathewson makes his 3rd appearance of the summer. ERA of 9, has worked 2 innings for Norwich. 1 strikeout. He was last out there back on June 3rd. Allowed 2 earned runs that outing against Westfield. The pitch home. High and away for ball 2. It's 3, 4, and 5 due up for the Bees, chasing a 5 spot on the board. The high socks for Kuja in the lefty box. He takes the whole way for a called strike. Mathewson, a two-way player at Eastern Connecticut State. As a pitcher, appeared in 8 games, worked 12 and 2/3 of an inning. Recorded 11 strikeouts, 6.39 is ERA, and a 2-0 record. At the knees on the outside corner, Mathewson got the call. It's 2-2. Kuja today has struck out and grounded out. Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2 home from the right-hander. Whacked foul on the first base side. Good spot for Mathewson. Trying to put up a scoreless inning. That next outing, especially after one, doesn't go to plan. The way things went for him at Bullens Field. So important. The 2-2 home. Big curveball taken on the outside corner. Rung up on strikes is Ben Kuja. It's the 8th strikeout for Norwich pitching tonight. One gone here in the B's 6th inning. Jewett City Savings Bank is your community bank for over 125 years. With offices ready to serve you all over Eastern Connecticut. Go to jcsbank.com to find out why Jewett City Savings Bank is your community bank. Mathewson rolls in a first pitch strike to the backstop, Garrett McGovern. The kick and pitch. That went inside, it caught McGovern. So a hit batsman with a man out provides New Britain a one-out base runner. And every base runner is so monumental for them the rest of the way. Bees offense has been held to just 2 hits. Norwich 5 runs on 8 hits, 1 error. And the Bees held off the board, 2 hits, 1 error. In the lefty box, James Fagnant. 0 for 2 today. Looking at a called strike on the outside corner. Mathewson last summer for Norwich pitched to a 3.81 ERA. Over 16 appearances and 26 innings worked. From the first base rubber, his offering lifted in the air down the left field side. It's playable out there. No problem for Jackson Powers, 2 gone. A little more room in foul territory here in New Britain compared to Fitton Field in Worcester. But certainly nothing compared to the confines of Dodd Stadium in Norwich. Blue bat for Kason Robinson in the righty box. Robinson today struck out in both of his plate appearances. Was on the heater, fouled it back for strike 1. That's Stonehill. Robinson at 288, fouls back, strike 2. Mathewson in a pitcher's count, way ahead of Robinson. New Britain Stadium, the one-time home of the Rockland Cats. The 0-2. Wave and a miss, struck him out. Good spot for Eric Mathewson. Dots his second strikeout of the summer. A frustrated Robinson sent packing. We go to the 7th. Norwich leading by 5. This is Sea Unicorns Baseball live on the Futures League Network and YouTube on SNSN Sports.
You own rental property around here, you know how fast tenant calls, repairs, and rent collection can pile up. That's where Capital Property Group comes in. They handle everything: tenant screening, rent collection, maintenance, repairs, and day-to-day property and association management. Whether it's a long-term rental or a short-term property, they make ownership simple and stress-free. You own the property. They handle the headaches. Learn more at mycapitalteam.com. Capital Property Group, simplifying property ownership.
We're really looking forward to the possibility of working together. Absolutely. We believe this could be a great partner.
Moving right along, top of the 7th inning here at the Beehive. It's a 5-0 lead for Norwich. Glad you could be with us on a Monday night. Norwich has the day off tomorrow. Couple of off days this week for the Sea Unicorns. A rarity in the Futures League, part of a 60-game sprint. Norwich trying to get back within a game of 500 here tonight. Pitching change for the Bees has the right-hander, New Milford, Connecticut native Braden Storino. They'll come into the ball game for the Bees. Storino making his second appearance of the summer, went 2/3 of an inning. His first time out, did not allow any earned runs that outing. He made his Bees debut June the 4th against the Worcester Bravehearts. Not record any strikeouts in that outing. The ball game which Worcester was victorious 8-4. That was last Thursday. Storino's first delivery home misses a little low, ball one. 7, 8, and 9 due up for the Sea Unicorns. We're in the top of the 7th inning. 5-0 Norwich leading. 3 more runs in the 6th inning helped widen the gap. The pitch to Malatasia. Flight in the air, foul down the left field side. The sun continuing to set here in central Connecticut. Storino out of Assumption. A rising sophomore with the Greyhounds his rookie year, pitched to a 6.14 ERA. His fastball misses for ball 2. No wins, no losses, 7 1/3 innings. Opponents hit .258 against Storino. From the first base side of the rubber, his offering fouled away for strike 2. Braden, the brother of Nick Storino, former Norwich Sea Unicorn. Nick was a part of the 2024 Futures League championship team. The baseball family are the Storinos. Even count 2-2. The pitch taken outside, 3-2. Maltasia has grounded out, infield base hit, and has flied out to right field. The full count pitch. Bouncer fouled away. Norwich and New Britain will meet again on Wednesday at Dodd Stadium. Will already be the 4th of 10 meetings between the two sides. The 3-2 again. Curveball swatted foul on the third base side. Good battle here. Going back to last night when Norwich got into 2 strike counts. Sea Unicorns struck out in 53% of those plate appearances. That's an area Norwich continuing to try and improve upon. Ball 4 leaks away from the backstop McGovern, and this time it's Malatasia drawing a leadoff walk. So Malatasia is on, and it'll bring up TJ Bayer. Bayer single to right field his last time up. Part of a big 6th inning for Norwich. Sea Unicorns sent 8 men to the plate. The part of a 3-run 6th inning. This is lifted high in the air, deep out to left field. It is out by the wall. It is off the wall. Boy, he was scolded off the bat. The wave for Maltasia to the plate. He will come home and score. Ringing RBI double by TJ Bayer. Boy, he got a hanging pitch left over the heart of the plate, and he walloped it off the wall in left field. And the Sea Unicorns add-on lead 6-0. Second double of the ball game for the Norwich offense. And once again, it's the bottom of the order producing here tonight. This time it comes against Braden Storino. It's the number 9 spot in the lineup, Reese McCarthy. The 7, 8 spots in the Norwich lineup are a combined 3, 4, 7 in the ball game here today. And anytime those spots in the lineup can produce for you, it's going to be a good night. Tonight it has 6 runs, 9 hits, 1 error. No runs, 2 hits, 1 error for the Bees. It's McCarthy at the plate, the 1-1 home. Taken on the outside corner for a called strike. Aboard at third is TJ Bayer. He doubled. Pitchers count for Storino. McGovern set up outside the 1-2 home. popped up in the air. Jammed was McCarthy. This is playable. Shallow left field. Shortstop Giffelt will make the catch on it. One gone. The leadoff walk comes back to Hurt Storino here this inning. Norwich with a chance to add on here. The runner in scoring position, top of the order, it's C.J. Nolan. C.J. has walked twice and he's been hit by a pitch tonight. Infield defense comes all the way in here with one out in the inning and a runner at third. Ball one is spiked in the dirt. Fans Griswold Pride. Pride stands for the partnership to reduce the influence of drugs for everyone. Check out their Facebook page for more information. That's Griswold Pride. Man loosening in the pen for the Bees down the right field line. It's the ball and no strikes on C.J. Nolan. McGovern set up inside. The righty's offering to the plate. Outside, fouled away for strike one. If you're a big fan of C.J. Nolan, following him on his social media channels, well, you can watch Muffin Reviews with C.J. and P.J. all summer. That's continuing. The 1-1 home. That is on the ground to third. Going to be a tough play over there for Kuja. Works away from him into foul territory. Easily will score Bayer with the drawn infield defense. Boy, it was rocketed off the bat at CJ. And with Kuja playing in, that had to speed up his reaction time. RBI infield hit for CJ Nolan. And the Norwich lead is 7 here in the 7th inning. So CJ has hits now in back-to-back games. And he's racing to second base. He'll get in there without a throw. Ball one, up and away to the Sea Unicorns left fielder, Jackson Powers. Powers today 0 for 3 has hit into a fielder's choice ground out, walked, flied out to center, and struck out. In scoring position is C.J. Nolan. Right-hander set. His offering to the plate, taken just below the zone, 2-0. Quality at-bats right now for this Norwich offense. The tone was set. 5 shutout innings tonight from Matt Tabbitt. 7 strikeouts, allowed just the 2 hits. The delivery taken on the outside corner at the knees for a called strike. Working back in the count is Storino. There is motion in the Bees bullpen. It's Storino working here in the 7th inning. 1 out and a 7-0 Norwich lead. Bouncing ball chopped to second. Fagnant has it, tosses to first. Advancing 90 feet is C.J. Nolan. And another marker standing 90 feet away, 2 gone here in the Norwich 7th inning. Productive out for Jackson Powers. Pass the baton for Michael Fiataroni. He's had a nice day at the plate, has reached base safely in all 4 of his plate appearances. Has walked twice, has doubled, and also a RBI single. The pitch, fastball grooved into the zone for a called strike. Fiataroni has been excellent all summer long for the Sea Unicorns. The delivery home gets away from the catcher McGovern. Coming home and scoring is C.J. Nolan. And the Norwich lead is 8 on a pass ball that leaked beyond Garrett McGovern. And Norwich has tacked on 3 here in the top of the 7th inning. This is the 5th pitcher used today by the Bees pitching staff. After Cabral lasted 2 2/3 of an inning. The 1-1. It's dropped by McGovern, and it's a 2-ball, 1-strike count. Storino's really had to battle here in this 7th inning. Already 20 pitches, and his 21st is in there for a called strike. Tough batter at the plate in Michael Fiataroni, and a hitter's count. The 3-1 home. This is scolded in the air, straight away center field. It is playable. Brady Paul backing up, makes the grab on it, but not before the Norwich offense strikes for 3 in the 7th. Take a 8-0 lead. It is stretch time here at the Beehive. Good news, 7-0 Norwich. This is Sea Unicorns baseball, listening live on YouTube on SNSN Sports. And
shout out to Bacchus Hospital for partnering with Griswold Middle School to give 8th grade students an unforgettable hands-on experience through Dare to Care. Students explored the critical care unit, emergency department, Lifestar helicopter, and American ambulance while taking part in interactive safety activities like impairment goggles and stop the bleed training. These real-world lessons are helping empower our youth to make safe, healthy decisions and learn valuable life-saving skills. From all of us at Griswold Pride, thank you to the doctors, nurses, first responders, and staff who made this incredible day possible. Together, we're building a safer and stronger community.
Jewett City Savings Bank gives you 2 ways to pay for purchases, while also keeping your accounts and your money secure. Use our contactless debit card or add the card to the mobile wallet on your phone. Both give you a fast, safe, and easy way to check out. To learn more, stop by one of our offices in Eastern Connecticut or visit jcsbank.com. Jewett City Savings Bank, member FDIC.
moving along to the bottom of the 7th inning here in New Britain. It's a 8-0 Norwich lead, 8 runs on 10 hits, 1 error. And the Bees silenced to just 2 hits. They've committed an error defensively. Eric Mathewson worked a scoreless 6th inning. Will get the nod here for his 2nd inning of relief work behind Matt Tabbitt. Another quality outing for Matt Tabbitt, who has worked 14 scoreless innings to begin the summer. His first offering from Mathewson is up top for ball 1. Leadoff man up in the inning for New Britain is Matt McDowell, their designated hitter. He's looking at a 1-ball-1-strike count. Good chance here for Mathewson with a large lead to settle in and pump the zone. This is lifted in the air. It'll fall in a hurry. It's in front of the left fielder, Powers. Handles it on a hop. Leadoff base hit. 3rd hit of the ball game for the Bees offense. The leadoff man is on for New Britain to begin the 7th inning. It's McDowell who will bat now. Leadoff hit for Jack Kane. We're underway in the bottom of the 7th inning. It's ruled for ball 1. Fastball to McDowell. 0 for 2 today as struck out and grounded out. His 8th plate appearance of the summer for McDowell. The Yukon product. That's spiked downstairs for ball 2. Hitters count, 2 balls and no strikes. A little shaken up is the catcher, Maltasia, bringing the attention of the Norwich manager, Zach Gitcher. Conversation between the home plate umpire, Ron Vaines, and the Norwich reliever, Eric Mathewson, one of the leaders in the clubhouse for Norwich in 2026. His 2nd summer here in the Futures League. Dowell stepping into the lefty box. Aboard at first is Jack Kane. He singled to begin the inning. Manageable lead at first. Fiataroni holding him on. The pitch upstairs for ball 3. And some command troubles early in the bottom of the 7th for Mathewson, who twirled a scoreless 6th inning out of the Norwich bullpen. Complete control, 3-0 to McDowell. He's backed away with a called strike. No, he was dancing in the lefty box. An important inning, shutdown inning for Norwich after another 3 runs on the board. The 3-1 pitch, backed up inside for ball 4. It's a 5-pitch walk. And the first 2 men have reached for New Britain to begin this 7th inning. Well, the late innings have been difficult at times throughout the summer for Norwich. A large lead. It's an 8-run lead. And certainly do not want to allow a chance for the Bees offense to get back in the ball game. It's Giffelt, the batter at the plate. 2 on, nobody out. The pitch. Upstairs, ball 1, and here's the manager, Zach Gitcher. A 5-pitch walk to McDowell, and 5 of the last 6 pitches have been out of the zone and just nowhere near it for Mathewson, who's trying to make it 2 scoreless innings. Entire Norwich infield comes in for a conversation. This allows us to let you know that the Norwich Sea Unicorns are back at home on Sunday as well this weekend for Sunday Fun Day. Post-game activities presented by New London Public Schools and Magnet Pathways. The Sea Unicorns hosting the Westfield Starfires. 1 p.m. first pitch. The pregame coverage gets underway at 12:30 local time. Following the ball game, kids 12 and under can head onto the field to run the bases and have a catch in the outfield. Once again, presented by New London Public Schools Magnet Pathways. It's 1-0 on Giffelt. Runners are at first and second, nobody out. The pitch just below the knees for ball 2. Hitters count, number 9 spot in the Bees lineup. Giffelt today 0 for 2, a couple of flyouts. Standard depth for the Norwich defense. Off-speed pitch has the inside corner for a called strike. Giffelt out of Colby College, attended the Canterbury School, out of Ridgefield, Connecticut. 5'10", 155 pounds, righty box. The 2-1 offering. Off-speed pitch flipped in the air to right field. It'll hang up. Pengel's got it. He'll fire it to third. The throw is not in time. Advancing 90 feet is Jack Kane. And the Bees have runners at the corners. Now 1 out here in the 7th inning. Top of the order, Brady Paul will bat. So far tonight, the Bees with runners in scoring position are 0 for 3 tonight. But this is a chance to try and get themselves on the board, scratch across a run. The offering on the outside corner. Strike 1, good spot for Mathewson. And that's how important first pitch strikes are. Mathewson brings it set. The kick and pitch home. That's just below the zone. A good spot. A competitive pitch for Mathewson. Didn't get the call from Ron Vaines. Home plate umpire calling the balls and strikes today. McDowell's the runner at first. It's Kane at third. 1-1. Wave and a miss for strike 2. Familiarity is a big thing for Mathewson. He's got lots of it here in 2026. One of the featured players on this season's Magnet schedule for Norwich. Right-hander ready to work as count control. The 1-2 to Paul. Bouncer foul. Fiataroni will scamper into foul ground to collect it. We're in the bottom of the 7th inning. Norwich leading big. It's 8-0. Sea Unicorns with a run in the first and third. 3 in the 6th, and 3 more in the top of the 7th inning. It all started with Matt Tabbitt, 5 shutout innings, 7 strikeouts. Tabbitt, arguably in the conversation for Futures League Pitcher of the Night honors once again. Very early in the summer, but certainly an all-star candidate if he continues the pace he's at. It's even 2-2 on Paul. The pitch on the ground to first through the backhand side of Fiataroni into right field. Jack Hain will score. Corner to corner is McDowell, and the Bees are on the board. It's 8-1. See if they credited a hit or an error. They do. RBI base hit Brady Paul. It was scorched off the bat of the Bees leadoff man. And the leadoff base hit from Jack Hain comes home to score. I have to wonder if Fiataroni had fronted it, he would have been able to knock it down. Try to play it on his backhand, rolled through into right field. One out in the inning. Runners are at the corners. Bees trying to chip away at what is now a 7-run deficit. It's Robbie Lamond in the righty box, the left fielder for New Britain. Mathewson's 0-1 pitch. That is lined. It's over the glove of the second baseman, Nolan. It will score McDowell. And a couple of runs have come home to score against Mathewson here in the 7th inning. Still just one out, and that'll be the end of the rope. Zach Gitcher, the manager, comes out, signals down to the Norwich bullpen. Pitching change being made. It's an 8-2 Norwich lead. The gap closing here. We're in the bottom of the 7th. This is Unicorns baseball right here on the Futures League Network and listening live on YouTube. Back in a moment after this.
Better it burns. Much better. So much better it burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better it burns. You buy better it burns. You buy better.
We've been telling you for years you buy better at Burns, but you need to know just how much better the Burns Agency's gotten. Last year, we joined forces with Hub International to bring our current and future customers an even stronger product offering, exceptional service practices, and the most competitive insurance options available. Our integration with Hub makes the team at the Burns Agency that you know and trust stronger, more accessible, and positioned to better serve you in this ever-changing insurance landscape. Call, email, or visit us today in all the same easy ways. The Burns Agency, now a division of Hub International, proudly serving Eastern Connecticut since 1932.
Better. So much better it burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better it burns. You buy better it burns. You buy better.
Pitching change for Norwich. Eric Mathewson's ball game comes to an end. Works a inning in a third out of the Norwich bullpen. Surrenders 2 earned runs. All those coming here in the bottom of the 7th inning. 2 earned runs on 3 hits. Struck out 2. Norwich will turn it over to the former Nashua Silver Knight Bates College product, Charlie Cariello. Cariello so far this summer for Norwich has not allowed any earned runs. Over 1 inning of work. It's the 3rd appearance of the summer for Cariello. He was last in there last Thursday against Lowell. And was the pitcher of record when the Spinners would walk it off in the bottom of the 9th inning, hoping to freeze the traffic in the bottom of the 7th. At the plate is Kuja, and Cariello's first offering goes rolling to the backstop. And advancing is both Paul and Robbie Lamont. 2 runs have come home to score, and the Bees are slowly starting to chip away at what was a 8-0 Norwich lead. Cariello's first outing of the summer, a strong one. Well, 2 hits, but no runs across the plate. That was back on May 31st. The pitch home, high and tight, 2-0. Boy, command so imperative. Sea Unicorns have a nice lead built on 8 runs and 10 hits. Don't look now. The Bees starting to try and mount a comeback here. These late innings have been dicey all summer. Cariello trying to find the zone. He does on the outside corner, strike 1 to Ben Kuja. Kuja today has struck out twice and grounded out. Middle of the order for New Britain. The pitch, weave and a miss there, 2-2. Cariello with the Bobcats this past spring, pitched to a 6.60 ERA. 2-2 on Kuja, the pitch. That's taken just outside for ball 3. By a borderline pitch in the Sea Unicorns dugout. Had they thought they had Kuja rung up on strikes, instead the count has run full. Tipping point in the ball game. And a big pitch awaiting Ben Kuja, Bees' third baseman tonight. The full count offering. That is cut on and missed. Cariello struck him out, 2 down. A huge out to get for Norwich. Hopefully juice up the Norwich defense and slow the bleeding down here in this 7th inning. 2 down. Catcher Garrett McGovern. Batter at the plate, Garrett McGovern. He's up there for the 4th time today. Has struck out twice and been hit by the pitch. Norwich protecting a 8-2 lead. Bottom of the 7th inning. Runners are at 2nd and 3rd. Paul at 3rd, Lamond at 2nd. Cariello brings it high and set. The Bedford, New Hampshire native spots the outside corner, 1-1. Cariello offers a 4-seam fastball, knuckle curve, and circle change. The pitch in the air, slash to right field, moving over. It's David Pengel by the chalk line. He makes the catch, and the inning will end. The Bees played a pair of runs, cut into the Norwich lead. It's 8-2. We go to the top of the 8th. This is Sea Unicorns Baseball. Listening live on YouTube on SNSN Sports. Unicorn fans, ready to rep your Norwich Sea Unicorns? Dive into the point-of-sale team store. From hats and jerseys to gear that covers every base, show your Sea Unicorns spirit and style. From ballpark essentials to unique souvenirs, there's something for every fan in the pod. Stop by during any home game or shop anytime at seaunicorns.milbstore.com. That's seaunicorns.milbstore.com. The point-of-sale team store has you covered all season long. We go to the top of the 8th inning. Bees offense getting to work in the bottom of the 7th inning. Played a pair of runs on 3 hits in the inning. A walk as well. Charlie Cariello able to come in there, slam the door shut, record the Final 2 outs in the frame. Pitching change being made for New Britain here in the 8th inning. It'll be the 6th arm used today by Matt Gedman. New pitcher is the riser headed to Brown, Nate Kempton. Kempton out of Choate Rosemary Hall is where he played his prep school baseball before making his commitment to Brown. Second team All Founders League selection as a pitcher and first baseman this past spring. And second team All Region honoree. So Nate Kempton gets the baseball here for Matt Gedman. 8-2 Norwich lead. Dom Scalia leads it off for the Sea Unicorns here in the 8th inning. He's looking at a fastball for a called strike. It's 4, 5, and 6 due up for Norwich here in this 8th inning. In the air, fly to shallow center field. Brady Paul hauls it in, and the leadoff man retired in the Norwich 8th inning. Bring up Kenny Noe to the plate. Kempton has not allowed any runs across 4 innings so far this summer for the Bees. Making his 3rd appearance of the season. His fastball missing for ball 1. Kempton has 6 strikeouts to his name. Strikeout to walk ratio of 13.5. He's been lights out of the New Britain bullpen. Certainly plus stuff on his fastball. Riser at a new Brown, 1-1. There's the breaking ball. It spots the outside corner, strike 2. Kempton last pitched for New Britain. Worked 2 scoreless innings against Nashua back on June 3rd. Had 3 strikeouts in the outing. Norwich has already seen him this summer. It's Noe rung up on strikes for the 2nd out in the inning. In that outing, Kempton earned the victory, went 2 scoreless innings, 3 strikeouts, allowed just 1 hit to the Norwich offense. He's allowed just 1 hit altogether this summer. He's made quick work of the first 2 batters he's faced tonight. A looking strikeout of Noe. Here's the right fielder, David Pengel. He takes in the dirt outside, ball 1. Pengel so far tonight is 1 for 4. The righty's offering. Curveball swerves in there for a called strike. Pengel at Northeastern did not see any action in his rookie season. A red shirt. He's taking for a called strike. Good work here from Kempton. He's been working in a hurry in this 8th inning. A ball and 2 strikes on David Pengel. The pitch. That is fouled back to the mesh for strike 2. Battle continues. Fans, let the Burns Agency simplify your insurance needs. Go to theburnsagency.com to find out more. The Burns Agency, now part of Hub International. Pitchers count on the Norwich right fielder. The righties offering home, outside, maybe a little low, 2-2. Norwich making some additions to their roster. Taylor Kaufman now arriving. And that now gives Norwich 7 total outfielders on their roster. Certainly lots of options as this group continues to fill itself out. The 2-2. That is on the ground on the to the right of Fagnant, moves over and makes the play to end the inning. Wiping out was Pengel, spilled as he was crossing through the first base line. Scoreless 8th inning for Kempton in relief. We head to the bottom of the 8th. 8-2 Norwich right here, listening live on YouTube and on the Futures League Network. The middle, Irizarry charging in, fires to first, no hitter tonight for Hector Alejandro. The Norwich Sea Unicorns are back-to-back Future League champions. Turning around third, coming home to score, it's Fiataroni. Say goodnight to the Bees. Bryce Detweiler calls game in the 12th inning. Walsh charges in. He snaps it across the diamond. Say goodnight to the Bees. 3 straight championships in the Rose City. Welcome to Sea Unicorns Below Deck, the official podcast of your back-to-back-to-back Futures League champions. I'm your host, Adam Plager. On episode 1, we'll hear from the general manager of the Norwich Sea Unicorns, Lee Walter. And on this podcast, all season long, we'll go behind the scenes, break down all the on-field achievements and everything you need to know Norwich Sea Unicorns related right here at Dodd Stadium. Head to the bottom of the 8th inning. It's the season debut for Sean Flannery. Made his arrival to the Rose City today and is immediately welcomed. He'll make his first appearance of the summer after a prolific high school career. Flannery wrapping it up at Choate Prep School. A regular for them, a two-way player, pitched to a 3.02 ERA. 5 wins over 83 and a third innings. Riser headed to UConn. 93 strikeouts. Opponents hit just 191 against him. He can touch 95. He can light up the radar gun. A prized possession headed to Stores in the fall. Boy, he can bring it. 4-pitch mix for Flannery. 2-seam fastball, 4-seam fastball. Curveball and a changeup he'll mix in there. And he certainly has plenty of gas behind it. Wallingford, Connecticut local is Flannery, playing in his home state here in the Futures League. He's going to be a lot of fun to watch, as many of the risers are. Flannery, 6'2", 185 pounds. His measurables, his first offering, misses below the zone for ball 1. He's greeted by James Fagnant, the leadoff man in the inning. It is 5, 6, and 7 due up for the Bees against Flannery. His offering home. Bouncing ball rolled over to second. C.J. Nolan's got the 2-hopper, 1 down. Good start for Flannery. 2 pitches. And he retires the first man he faces here in the 8th inning. Bring up Kason Robinson, has struck out in all 3 of his plate appearances tonight. Tough day at the plate for the Stonehill product. Flannery was the Founders League NEPSAC Player of the Year. He hit .400 this past spring in 60 plate appearances. 23 runs batted in, 8 extra base hits. Hoping to two-way at UConn. Took batting practice before the game today as well. It's an even count, 1 ball and 1 strike. Flannery working on Kason Robinson, 8-2 Norwich. We're in the bottom of the 8th inning. Breaking ball darts outside, 2-1. Righty on righty matchup with Robinson in the righty box. Back of the box, set up inside is Maltasia. The 2-1 pitch. Fastball on the ground, rolled over softly to second. Going to be a tough play. Robinson legs it out. The glove flip high over top of Fiataroni. Robinson will scamper back to the first base bag. Infield base hit. Boy, soft contact induced by Flannery. It was hit softly, and Nolan was playing back at second. And the fleet-footed Kason Robinson is on at first. It looked like he was trying to get to the cookie jar, and he got there quickly. Zach Gitcher will relay the instructions. to the Norwich infield defense, which is at double play depth now. Bring up the first baseman, Jack Kane. Robinson has great speed on the ground to third. Picked up by McCarthy. Goes to second for one. Relay to first. In time, Norwich turns it. A 5-4-3 inning-ending double play. And Sean Flannery makes his entrance with the Norwich Sea Unicorns. Rolls a scoreless eighth inning. The ninth is next. It's 8-2 Norwich. This is Sea Unicorns Baseball. Listening live on YouTube, on SNSN Sports, and the Futures League Network.
Dinosaur Place is roaring fun for all ages. Have you ever driven by the Big Dino on Route 85 in Montville, Connecticut? Stop in and check out what's behind the fences. Jurassic adventures await you. The Dinosaur Place is the largest dinosaur-themed family fun park in New England. A lot of value for one-of-a-kind attractions. Over 100 life-size dinosaurs, nature trails, and playscapes. Visit our popular T-Rex Tower and zero-depth dino-themed splash pad. Plan your next adventure. Go to thedinosaurplace.com.
It's safe to visit the dentist. In a word, yes. Especially if that dentist is Dr. Katzoff and the staff at Griswold Dental Associates. They follow all the latest safety protocols while doing what they do best, taking care of you. From preventive to restorative, your dental care couldn't be in better hands. To schedule your appointment, call Griswold Dental Associates today, 860-376-2626. That's 860-376-2626.
With Jewett City Savings Bank's free access checking account, you get everything you need to take control of your money, including mobile banking, mobile check deposit, and a contactless debit card with mobile wallet. Add a high-yield savings account for even more control. Stop by one of our offices in Eastern Connecticut or visit jcsbank.com to open your account today. Jewett City Savings Bank, member FDIC.
Luke Maltasia leads it off for Norwich. Top of the ninth inning, 8-2 for the Sea Unicorns. Fastball outside. It's the battle of the wild boar on the mound here in the final couple of innings. Nate Kempton playing his prep school at Choate. Had a successful career there for making his commitment to Brown. Expected to study psychology as the Cheshire, Connecticut native. His offering misses outside. Fastball 2-0. Kempton has an older brother, Owen, who plays soccer at Northeastern. The 2-0. Wave and a miss for strike one. Athletic family are the Kemptons. His mom, Jennifer, was a member of Princeton's class of 1993. Even count, the 2-2 home. Wave and a foul off. Just getting a piece of it is Maltasia. Tonight, the Norwich backstop is 1 for 3. Is grounded out, reached on an infield single, flied out and walked. 2-2. Bouncing ball, tapped foul on the third base side. Nate has an uncle who attended Brown. The second in the Kempton family to take the journey to Brown, located in Rhode Island. Brown located in Providence. Part of the Ivy League, the 2-2. That's on the ground, rolled softly to second. It'll be a tough play. Fagnan charges in, throws to first in time. It'll take care of Maltasia. Leadoff man in the Sea Unicorns ninth inning. It'll have the 8th spot in the order. TJ Bayer climb into the righty box. Bayer had a nice day for himself at the plate. He doubled off the wall in left field his last time up. Second inning of relief for Kempton. The 6th pitcher used today by New Britain. Ball 1. is down and away. Sea Unicorns trying to string together a 2-0 road trip. And in a good spot to do it. Leading big here in the 9th inning. The 1-1. That's over the head of the Norwich center fielder for ball 2. Around the Futures League on this Monday night, Westfield Starfires blanking the Nashua Silver Knights 4-0. And the Vermont Lake Monsters 5-4 winners at Lowell. Slashed foul down the right field side is strike 2. An updated look at the Futures League standings. Starfires improved to 5-6. And a win today for Norwich would have them tied with Westfield in the air to right field. This is playable. It's Robinson who will make the catch on it, 2 down. Kempton continuing his strong start to the summer. Has not allowed any hits to the Norwich offense. Has retired all 5 batters he faced. Number 9 spot in the order, Reese McCarthy. First pitch he sees on the ground to first. Quick play over there for Jack Kane. Wraps things up rather quickly in the Norwich 9th inning. Norwich down in order. Head to the bottom of the 9th inning. It's 8-2 Norwich. This is Sea Unicorns Baseball. Listening live on YouTube on SNSN Sports and the Futures League Network.
You own rental property around here, you know how fast tenant calls, repairs, and rent collection can pile up. That's where Capital Property Group comes in. They handle everything: tenant screening, rent collection, maintenance, repairs, and day-to-day property and association management. Whether it's a long-term rental or a short-term property, they make ownership simple and stress-free. You own the property. They handle the headaches. Learn more at mycapitalteam.com. Capital Property Group, simplifying property ownership.
We're really looking forward to the possibility of working together. Absolutely. We believe this could be a great partner.
We go to the bottom of the 9th inning. Sean Flannery trying to tie a bow on what has been a successful night here at the Beehive. Norwich trying to pick up win number 5 of the summer. Make it a perfect 2-0 road trip. Start the week on the right note before Norwich comes home on Wednesday. See the Bees once again. Home at home series before the Lowell Spinners make their first appearance to Dodd Stadium on Thursday. Leadoff man up for New Britain is the designated hitter, Matt McDowell. McDowell walked his last time up back in the 7th inning. He cuts and misses on the fastball. Why, that is number 1 for Flannery. That's his go-to in the arsenal. Racked up 91 strikeouts this spring at Choate, and he is way ahead of the Yukon Husky, his future teammate at Storrs, Matt McDowell. From the full windup is Flannery from the first base side. The 0-2 pitch. That is taken and dropped by Maltasia. Wonder if he held onto it and framed it. He get the call for his young right-hander, Sean Flannery. His Sea Unicorns debut. The 1-2 to McDowell's outside overthrown fastball. Flannery still hunting his first strikeout in the Futures League. Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. It's McDowell in the lefty box. And time is called. Take a moment for a 2-2 pitch. It's the 4th at-bat of the ball game for McDowell. He's looking at a called 3rd strike. Sean Flannery has his first strikeout this summer. A looking backwards K of Matt McDowell. 1 gone in the Bees' 9th inning. Norwich trying to lock in a win on a Monday night And have a happy bus ride home back to the Rose City. And home is where you park it. That's the motto for Highway Campers on Route 12 in Plainfield. Family owned since 1967. Camping season is here. Check out their inventory of new and used campers and park models at highwaycampers.com. Remember, home is where you park it. 1-0 on Giffelt, the pitch. Fastball dialed into the outside corner, 1-1. Boy, sit back, relax, and grab your popcorn when you see Flannery on the mound this summer. He has ace potential, elite stuff. Can dot his pitches. It's even on Giffelt. The right-hander kicks and deals. This is flipped in the air, down the line and right. It's cruising foul. Strike two. Giffelt today has fly to center and has flied out to right field his last two times to the plate. Norwich leading 8-2. Bottom of the ninth inning. 2-strike count on the number 9 spot in the Bees lineup. From the full windup, the spin and pitch home in the air, left center field. Moving over, it is the center fielder Bayer in the alley. Covers plenty of ground, 2 down. Boy, what a play out there. Left center field. And the Bees down to their final out tonight. It was Bayer moving from his left to his right to close in on it. Top of the order, Brady Paul. Paul went down looking his first time, walked, singled his last 2 times to the plate. His last one is RBI base hit. That helped get New Britain on the board. Both of their runs coming in the 7th inning today. Change up in the zone for a called strike. Flannery working from the full windup, the pitch home, rocked foul, look out by the New Britain dugout. It went scorching in there in a hurry, and the Bees down to their final strike tonight. Sea Unicorns at standard depth all around. Trying to wrap it up on a Monday night. The 0-2 home is taken outside. Good take from the left-handed hitting leadoff man, Brady Paul. The pitch off the end of the bat. Foul behind home plate. Keep the battle alive. Paul, one of 6 utility players out of Lewisburg College. Out of Midlothian, Virginia. The pitch on the ground. Going to be a tough play at first on the backhand side. Fiataroni has it. Flips to first. Say goodnight to the Bees. Norwich takes down their in-state foes for the first time this summer. Pick up win number 5. Back-to-back wins. A perfect road trip, and Norwich closes into a game below 500. Final score, win it 8-2. Take down the New Britain Bees. We'll take a moment, step aside. The Sea Unicorns post-game wrap-up is up after this right here. Listening live on YouTube on SNSN Sports and the Futures League Network.
Huge shout out to Bacchus Hospital for partnering with Griswold Middle School to give 8th grade students an unforgettable hands-on experience through Dare to Care. Students explored the critical care unit, emergency department, Lifestar helicopter, and American ambulance while taking part in interactive safety activities like impairment goggles and stop the bleed training. These real-world lessons are helping empower our youth to make safe, healthy decisions and learn valuable life-saving skills. From all of us at Griswold Pride, thank you to the doctors, nurses, first responders, and staff who made this incredible day possible. Together, we're building a safer and stronger community.
Jewett City Savings Bank gives you 2 ways to pay for purchases, while also keeping your accounts and your money secure. Use our contactless debit card or add the card to the mobile wallet on your phone. Both give you a fast, safe, and easy way to check out. To learn more, stop by one of our offices in Eastern Connecticut or visit jcsbank.com. Jewett City Savings Bank, member FDIC.
Better with Burns. Much better. So much better with Burns. The right insurance at the right price.
you for years you buy better at Burns, but you need to know just how much better the Burns Agency's gotten. Last year, we joined forces with Hub International to bring our current and future customers an even stronger product offering, exceptional service practices, and the most competitive insurance options available. Our integration with Hub makes the team at the Burns Agency that you know and trust stronger, more accessible, and positioned to better serve you in this ever-changing insurance landscape. Call, email, or visit us today in all the same easy ways. The Burns Agency, now a division of Hub International, proudly serving Eastern Connecticut since 1932.
Better. So much better at Burns. The right insurance at the right price. You buy better at Burns. You buy better at Burns. You buy better.
Good news here on this Sea Unicorns post-game wrap-up here from the Hardware City. Norwich takes down their in-state foes for the first time in 2026. Win it by a final score of 8-2 here on a Monday night. Norwich wins their second consecutive game, improved to 5-6 through their first 11 contests. And the Bees have their mini 2-game winning streak snapped here tonight. The Bees fall to 7-3 atop the Futures League standings through their first 10 games. Here's a look at how the scoring happened here in this ball game. Norwich got going early, successfully executed double steal. Fiataroni would take second. Powers would come home and score, make it a 1-0 Norwich lead in the first inning. And then Michael Fiataroni would keep the good times rolling. RBI double off the wall in right center field, and Jackson Powers would score, make it a 2-0 lead. In the sixth inning, Norwich would break the ball game open. Michael Fiataroni with his second RBI hit of the ball game on an infield single to the B's second baseman would bring home T.J. Bayer. That would happen with the bases loaded. Kenny Noe, RBI base hit, would produce a couple more runs, and the Norwich lead was 5-0. In the seventh, there was another 3-run frame for the Sea Unicorns offense. T.J. Bayer with an RBI double would plate Luke Maltasia. It was a 6-0 ball game, and then later C.J. Nolan, infield single to third, would score Bayer on the sequence. And then a pass ball behind the catcher, Garrett McGovern, had a 8-0 lead in the top of the seventh inning. Bees would string together their best inning of the night in the bottom of the seventh inning, would send 7 batters to the plate, score a couple of runs, most of those coming against Sea Unicorns reliever Eric Mathewson. Part of a 3-hit inning, Brady Paul had an RBI knock into right field, would score Jack Kane, and then later Robbie Lamont would follow with a base hit of his own into right field. It would score Matt McDowell, and it was a 8-2 Norwich lead. Sean Flannery locked things down for Norwich over the final 2 innings. Charlie Cariello would record the final 2 outs to stop the bleeding of what was a Bees offense that was starting to buzz a little bit in the bottom of the 7th inning. And then Sean Flannery showed why he was the Founders League Player of the Year. He recorded a strikeout, did not allow any hits, would face the minimum required. Just 6 batters would come to the plate, 2 shutout frames for Sean Flannery. Winning pitcher here today, Matt Tabbitt, improves to 2-0, has now tossed 14 innings of shutout baseball this summer for Norwich. Isaac Cabral suffers the loss, 0-1 on the summer as the Salve Regina product went 2 2/3 of an inning, allowed 1 earned run, 2 runs crossed the plate, walked 4, did not strike anybody out. Matt Tabbitt gets the win. He is 2-0 on the summer, 5 shutout innings, 7 strikeouts, allowed just 2 hits, walked a batter, and hit one as well. Great outing tonight for Matt Tabbitt. He is tonight's Norwich Sea Unicorn player of the game. And tonight's DB Lunt feeling electric moment of the game. You have to go back to the Michael Fiataroni RBI double. That would make it a 2-0 lead for Norwich. Michael Fiataroni, another incredible day at the plate. He would finish 2 for 3, drove in a couple of runs, walked twice, reached base safely in 4 of his 5 plate appearances. That'll wrap things up here from New Britain Stadium. It's win number 5 of the summer for Norwich. Sea Unicorns produce 8 runs on 10 hits, 1 error, and the Bees fall here tonight, 7-3. Now their record, 2 runs on 6 hits. They made 1 error. Sea Unicorns have the day off tomorrow. Back in action Wednesday night at Dodd Stadium. First pitch coming at you at 6:30 local time. The pregame coverage gets underway at 6 o'clock. For everyone with the Norwich Sea Unicorns, I'm Adam Plager, thanking you for joining us on a Monday night. Total time of the ballgame was 2 hours and 36 minutes. Sea Unicorns win it. The final score, Norwich 8, New Britain 2. Win number 5 of the summer for Norwich. I'm Adam Plager saying so long and good night from the Beehive. We'll talk to you all Wednesday night, 6 o'clock, pregame 6:30, your first pitch from Dodd Stadium.